Well, we've got a hell of a 2 episodes for you. I'm real excited for this one. It is long time watcher, first time writer episode, and correct me on this one if I'm wrong, but we're on episode 17 now, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Dope. Long time watcher, first time writer, episode 17. As always, I'm your long time watcher, King Fats the 95th, and I am joined by my lovely first time writers, Action Shakespeare.
Hey!
B Drops.
Hey.
And the magical whale gopher.
Hello.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
The energy is very good for this episode already, as you can tell. And with good reason. We are going to be talking about Kamen Rider episodes 38 and 39. But before we talk about those wonderful episodes, we are going to talk about one of our favorite things in the world, and that is the death count with B-Drops.
Thank you, King Fats. Boy, howdy, I do love dead fascists.
Same.
It is one of my top 10 favorite things.
Yeah.
These are a few of my favorite things.
Can I propose a challenge to you?
Oh?
Can you do the entire death count within that rhythm?
That is a hell of a challenge.
That's a hell of a challenge that I'm not sure we should do live. I could give it a shot, though.
No,
It's
you don't have
up to
to.
you.
Go
B-Drops, you're your own person.
Oh my god. Darn it, because I had a thing to say before this,
no.
and I just have to shove it into the song in rhythm now.
No, you don't have to do a song.
You requested
It was your challenge.
Backing down already.
Oh, this doesn't fit well at all, but you know what? Here we go. I'm ready for the shit show.
You and me both.
You know it's gonna be a wild episode because B swore.
Yeah?
Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. My pals!
Watch them.
Those were family heirlooms.
Well, they're gone now.
Oh, well, there it goes. Down with the rest of the show.
Yep.
Like last time on our death count part of the podcast, oh god, we're already in the toilet.
Oh no!
It seems like Kayato wanted to get more intimate. The rhyming scheme is gone. Instead of stealing swords and slashing and stabbing a ton of guys, he decided to punch them all with his bare hands. So
You could have gone with he decided to punch them inside of their eyes. Well, at least
I'm not trying to rhyme
Fair
at
enough.
this point, but you know what?
Valid.
That's all surprisingly small for this 2-set. Kamen Rider only got two kills for both.
This is
Okay.
valiant effort.
Bars.
Shocker ends up winning with 2 and then 3. But don't lose hope yet, because there's our guy Tucky.
Bars.
He...
You got this, B. I believe in you.
Why do you believe in me?
Because you're my friend,
Yeah.
and I know that you're capable of amazing things. You can do it.
When the rhymes suck, when the rhythm's bad, when I messed up the meter,
sad.
I simply remember that Taki got 4 whole kills, and then I don't feel so bad.
Yeah, fuck yeah, Chucky.
I'll
do I
call that
keep
a
going for the
success.
rest of this? or
Yeah,
is
I call that a
okay.
success.
Yeah,
I
that,
don't.
no, that is a triumph.
Outstanding.
Okay. Oh,
Applause,
I
God.
appreciate
applause
the
for B.
gumption. I wish I had a reward to give you.
If I had serious gumption, I would have sang that better, maybe. But you know what? It is what it is, and I think
you
it
could-
fits the energy of tonight.
You can just get it ready next time.
No,
No,
no.
this will never happen.
So as I said, Kamen Rider got 2 kills for both of those episodes. Just the big bads because he was mostly punching people.
That's fair.
Shocker got 2 and 3 respectively. Taki got 4 kills in episode 37 for gassing a bunch of guys.
Oh yeah, that's right.
did.
He sure did.
Yeah.
So
Pile of monsters.
while cumulatively he doesn't win out for both episodes, as far as like singular episode high counts, he wins for these 2.
Heck yeah.
And
job,
we
Taki.
haven't had that happen in the miscellaneous kill count since the first Mothdar episode when Tachibana killed 8 mooks blowing up a base.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Tachibana.
Love you, Tachibana. So that leaves us with relatively small numbers of Kamen Rider killing 2 people for both episodes, Shocker 5, 4 from the miscellaneous count, and a total of 11 deaths for these 2 episodes. That brings our grand totals up to Hayato at 167 out of 219 kills for Team Kamen Rider. Shocker is up to 114 kills total.
Okay.
Still lagging quite a bit behind.
Yeah,
Makes
really.
me very happy. Team Kamen Rider is almost at literally twice the Shocker kill count at this point.
Oh yeah.
Miscellaneous is up to a big old 24,
Nice.
and that gives us a grand total of 357 total kills in the show as of episode 37.
Very good, but also that does make me slightly sad because it means there's no way we hit 400 by episode 40. But 357 is still very respectable.
It's a darn high number.
Yeah.
It's a darn high number.
It's a darn
Damn
high
fine.
Darn
number.
I know.
Damn.
Watch your fucking language.
Yeah.
Listen, I just threw my whole ass body and my reincarnation into the next life under the bus for you. And you treat me like this?
Gotta get a couple more cycles.
Oh, oh my lord. Oh, it's a hell of an episode already.
I'm sorry, my song parody was so bad.
No,
Please
it was
forgive me, world.
I
your
don't
song
know.
parody was wonderful, and if anyone should apologize, it should be Gopher for throwing you under the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
For
throw
a
them
bit.
under the bus instead.
Yeah, you get on the bus now. See how you like it,
I'll
motherfucker.
get onto it.
Oh no!
Here's the keys.
Here I come.
Scooplarsh.
Speaking of Here I Come,
Yeah. Speaking of,
maybe that wasn't as good of a transition as I thought.
it was a little. You know, it's just
It
the
did
energy
put a mental
because
image in my head,
yeah,
especially with regards to my first note.
yeah.
Here I come.
Looks like a USB dongle going. Here I go.
I hope
Anyway, we need to start talking about these episodes.
people
We
are.
were starting. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I hope people like the episodes where we just vaguely laugh about some references that'll have to be explained. Because that's the energy we're bringing here.
Yep, that's the energy
okay.
this time around.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We
I'm
won't explain that
sorry.
one at all.
Well, maybe
Because
for
it's
context.
time for the show.
Yeah, truly we must get on with it, lest this be a 4-hour episode. So we're going to start with episode 38, The Lightning Monster A-King's Operation Worldwide Blackout. It originally aired on December 18th, 1971. Again, no synopsis to be heard of on the Kamen Rider Wiki. So we get to use the one that I provided. Remember, if you can't get store-bought, homemade is fine, I guess, is the situation this time around. Anyhow, we start with a young woman. She is walking home alone at night when she gets this strange feeling, like, that she's being watched. She feels like someone is following after her. And sure enough, she is right, because she is affronted by the Shocker Kaijin Reiking. He asks the girl, whose name is Akemi Seki, where her father, Dr. Seki, has gone, but she says that she doesn't know because he disappeared 2 years ago. Reiking reveals that Shocker had him, but he has since escaped. That is when two strangers come on the scene, and they are killed by Reiking when they try to intervene. Meanwhile, Akemi escapes.
Rip in pieces, poor
Yeah.
Peach Fuzz Gakusei.
Peach Fuzz
Yeah.
Gakusei!
My notes read, Gakuran Squad, go. And then I crossed that out and said, never mind.
He left nothing but the sandals.
Truly. Nothing but the big old gators. That's all you'll find of them. This was a nice way to open the episode, I think. We haven't, we don't do a lot of nighttime stuff on Hayato episodes. I say ignoring the fact that in the Egyptians episode, we also started, or we had some nighttime stuff there as well.
Here and there, yeah.
Yeah, but
I feel like it's getting more
Ant
prominent
Lion's
again.
got it, yeah.
it is. They had to prep the area for Hongo's return, you see.
That's fair.
But
yeah.
we'll get into that.
The freaks come out at night.
They sure do.
And they start belly flopping.
Yeah.
Like a fish on the pavement.
So yeah, this is a constant for every time Reiking seems to come on a scene. But I guess Reiking is supposed to be able to like fly or something.
Yeah,
Or
just
something.
just like Mantine.
Yeah, just like
Um,
Mantine.
Water flying type.
Since he appeared so early, should we take the opportunity to describe him now?
Yeah, absolutely. Did you want to lead that off since?
I don't really have any clever jokes outside of he looks very squishy and he has a single tentacle. I don't really know how to discern his face.
I
It's
don't
kind of
think
he's
he
kind of-
has one.
it's like he's kind of got a beak
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
in like a
beak.
squid sense,
Oh,
but
yeah.
like it doesn't open.
No.
And I don't. Oh, is it a wide smile, or is it just kind of like a messy flesh like mass on his face because it's red and most of him isn't? I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, it is definitely very confusing as far as I think the thing that I always like mentally I was like, what's going on there? And it's especially more prominent looking at pictures at him is because this dude needs to have arms that can move, but he is also based off of a manta ray, which is kind of like one big continual piece. He's got like these cuts in him, like he's sectioned off so that his body parts can move, and it is noticeable in the worst way.
He's got like one like I don't know. It's like a bat hand at the end of
Yeah.
a wing. It's just a few claws that he can move a little bit, and the other one's just like a big, wet, slappy tentacle.
Yep.
I
just a
didn't
big
notice
old
the
noodle.
asymmetry for a little while in the episode. Yeah, it's just like, hey, here's a noodle. It kind of
Yeah,
looks
it's-
like what it should be on both sides because manta ray don't have hands.
Right.
But
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, you gotta have the Gwippas in there.
In the dark, I thought it was just his his wingspan.
Nope.
It's just the point where it goes down into the rest of the wing. But no, he just has the weird claw
But
hand.
no.
Also, he has this. The red does continue down his center
Mm-hmm.
into this kind of like, I don't know, like triangle kind of thing. I'm just pointing this out mostly because I googled an image of a toy of him, and it makes him look like he's wearing a tie.
It does, yeah.
It's kind of like trench. Like it opens up a
Flesh
little.
trench.
Yeah, like
That's a good phrase.
it's not flush with his chest. It
Yeah.
opens up.
Yeah, it's
It-
like
it's-
somebody opened it.
Yeah, like it's like you have a crab and you took one of the plates off the belly.
Yeah, that's especially looking at some of these pictures too. I'm seeing there's more of a like plated kind of layering to
Yeah.
the like the the bluish part of his underbelly. It's almost like another way of looking at this besides like flesh trench or he's wearing a tie is it's almost like if like the red and blue is what his body was supposed to look like, and then like he put a vest on, except you can't put a vest on this thing, so it's like the front half of a vest was glued onto his torso. It's
Yeah, I
it's
can
real
see that.
interesting.
You know, very notable. One of the few Kamen Rider villain, shocker monsters that don't have a belt.
Yeah,
Oh,
he is
yeah.
not a champion.
He's a loser.
You're a loser.
You feel
What a
happy?
big dirt bottle.
He just seemed to have boots.
Yep,
I
Yeah.
love his little boot.
They're like rain boots.
just stomping around in his
Splish
boots.
splash in the water.
He's taking around my big ass boots.
He boots
I-
you good big for he goddamn feet.
I would be remiss not to mention also that his discussion with Akemi is like surprisingly cordial, and
Yeah.
he has this beautiful voice.
He does have a really good voice. I mean, I guess they gave him a good voice actor because I think in this episode, this is the most I have ever heard a shocker monster speak.
Outside
Yeah.
of like Chameleon Man.
Yeah, outside of like Chameleon Man, like this dude has like lines out the wazoo.
He's very articulate.
Yeah,
He just he has a lot to say.
except for when
Speak-
he doesn't have anything to say and he just starts going, "Wah!"
Yeah, I was gonna get to
I love his
that.
laugh.
His for how eloquent he is, he maybe has one of the dumber noises.
Oh, truly.
I adore it.
Blah, blah,
Wah!
blah,
I'm a scary monster. Wah!
blah.
Did we really describe in good detail how he just kind of like descends out of the sky?
I
No,
don't think
we
so.
do need to talk about that. Yeah, so that's I guess he's supposed to like be able to fly or something, like Shake says, like a mantine. So
That real animal.
yeah, that real animal mantine. Don't fucking look at me. But yeah, so his introduction to the scene is basically him just kind of body splashing at Akemi.
Just arms spread, just wah.
I love it. My
Make
note
way
for
in
the
the pool.
scene. My note for the scene reads, "I too love to descend like an awful bat in the night."
I mean, it does sound fun now that you mention it like that.
Yeah, God, there was just something wonderful about watching this man yeet himself through the air.
Yeah, it was always the same low angle, just clearly jumping off a platform from a little higher up and belly flopping.
Yeah, probably
This
had like
is
a
to
piece
convey
of
him
foam
taking
down.
off or landing. Doesn't
It
matter.
was very good. We should talk about Akemi just a little bit.
You mean Yuri?
Yeah, the winner of
Yeah.
the Yuri lookalike contest.
Yeah, store brand Yuri. I mean, truly, she looks like she's supposed to be like a Yuri replacement. Although I will say, cute little outfit she had going on in this scene.
Love the outfit.
We got to
So-
talk about the outfits in this show because great.
She's wearing hose, some cute little loafers, and a short white dress with a collar and long sleeves.
looking good.
It's really cute.
Akemi looking good.
I love it.
Also, you're about to be attacked by like some sort of manta ray robot. Thought you
Oh
should
my
know.
god, look out.
Help, girl!
Call the
You are about to
cops.
be attacked.
Oh. Oh, manta ray, you say?
Oh, you like some kind of manta ray situation, oh yeah. Seems kind of dangerous.
Alright. Sure.
The energy, the vibes in this episode, atrocious. I love it.
Speaking of atrocious vibes.
Do you feel like those vibes were atrocious, B? Because
Maybe
I
in one
recognize
regard.
this is your shot transition.
Yes, this is my shot transition. I mean, I have one qualm with this scene. That's about it, I guess.
I mean, you say that, but again, I explained that situation to you.
Well,
Yeah.
let's let it happen naturally, so that we don't ruin the punchline.
That's what happened.
That's fair.
Yep.
So we transition to a scene of Hayato and Taki. They are camping,
Yeah.
and it is explained that they've been camping there and moving around for like 3 days trying to
Mhm.
find shocker operations.
Mhm.
And I just want to describe the scene a little bit.
Please.
So they're just like they're in like a grassy clearing near the woods, presumably. Though probably not too far from the road, given that their bikes are also sitting there in the grass.
Mm-hmm.
They had this tiny tent.
It was very intimate.
It's a very intimate
There
tent.
is one tent.
Yeah.
There is
Also,
a
yeah, it's just
single
the
tent.
one tent.
It looks.
There's a single... Oh, sorry?
It looks like a one-person tent specifically.
It very much looks like a
Well,
one-person
it's-
tent. The thing that is making me riot is the fact that there's no tarp on the floor, there's nothing, there's no bottom in this tent.
And of course, as I explained to B when we were watching the episode, the bottom came out of the tent when Taki came out.
Boom, there you go, there's the
There
joke.
it is.
To which I couldn't really argue, frankly.
Yeah,
So.
look.
No, the like the vibes with their relationship in this episode
God,
No,
it's
truly.
are
It's so
entirely
cute.
that.
like a
Yeah.
It's insane how owned Taki gets today.
It
I don't know
does.
how
Yeah,
you-
we'll get to that.
I just don't know how you look at the scene and think that it's heterosexual.
There's true, like, as many
Those
times
guys
as we make
being
this
dudes.
joke, there is truly no heterosexual explanation for this. And
Like-
literally everyone's notes commented on that. I know my note just said
Yeah.
Brokeback Mountain.
Mine says, I love gay camping.
Gamping, if you will.
Yeah. I too love to camp.
Gamp.
Yeah.
Don't know about this one.
You're not sure about camp?
Nah.
Fair enough.
We'll send that to the committee.
Adds it
Hopefully
to the
they aren't
file.
as strict as the Mayo Committee.
Ooh.
Boy,
Thank you
howdy.
again.
Hope
To the-
you watched 3 other streams.
Hope
Welcome
you
to
watch
Flash Bread.
Art Soup Sunday. That's a joke about the very specific differences between mayonnaise and Miracle Whip.
Miracle Whip.
And
Miracle
that one
Whip.
is mayonnaise and one isn't.
According to the Mayo
Technically,
Committee.
yes. According to the Mayo Committee, yes.
But I don't follow the man's rules.
I think
I say,
think
as someone who
if
doesn't
I'm-
eat Miracle Whip.
If I can't believe the Mayo Committee, who can I believe?
Yeah, truly.
They're the committee that has the mayo.
We'll get to that in a few
Believe-
hours on who you can believe.
Believe in the me that believes in you.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's get away from this.
Yeah. I'll
Take
ripcord
me
you out,
away.
B. So Taki and Hayato are camping. As Taki goes to collect some firewood for the camp, he runs into the escaped Dr. Seki. Dr. Sexy on
Dr.
first
Sexy?
glance. Yeah,
Mhm.
I had noticed that slip of the tongue, and I was like, I'm gonna leave it in. I don't know, he was-
man's
he was-
noticeable. I don't know if I'd call him that. I think he's kind of the opposite.
He
No
was
offense
vaguely
to him.
handsome in like a homeless scientist kind of way.
The man never stops looking like he has seen the face of the devil.
Well, I mean, shit.
Like, he is bedraggled.
You work for Shocker
100%
for
of the
2
time.
years and see how you look.
Like, yeah, sure. They never gave up on that.
Yeah.
There's not
They
a
never
single
give him a
shot
chance
where
to
he
freshen
doesn't
up.
look like just hot shit on a frying pan.
To be fair, there's that one picture of him when he was, I guess, younger, like before the events, and he looks pretty good in that.
When I was young. When I was new.
You know, I think I might have looked away during that exact moment. I don't remember this picture.
Very fair. It's an incredibly brief scene that we'll get to in a bit. But yeah, so initially he thinks that Hayato and Taki are working for Shocker, but they explain that, they actually fight Shocker, and so he kind of lets them take him away to the Moto Club. And so from there, we go to Shocker's base. Shocker is talking about, how are we going to get the scientists back? They explain that, this guy has not stopped talking about his daughter, apparently. Even when he figured out, like, he was saved, he started talking about, I'll get to see Akemi again. So they have set up a perimeter. They are monitoring Akemi. They're like, as soon as Dr. Seki tries to, go and see her, we're going to get him. Because we need him to make more Ray Kings. Why? Well, because we need Ray Kings for our brilliant Shocker plan. What's Shocker's dumbass plan this time? Well, let me tell you.
As engineered by Colonel Zol himself.
Yeah, as engineered. Yeah, this is one that Colonel Zol felt the need to take credit for. I truly do not know why. But their plan is they are going to use Ray King and his lightning strike abilities to destroy, like, electrical power facilities in various places in Japan so they can swoop in and conquer those towns in the ensuing blackouts in an operation they are calling Operation Worldwide Blackout. Because apparently for these next 2 episodes we're doing operation names.
Distinctly not worldwide.
Yeah, just like,
Yeah.
like very expressly like 2 cities.
This man ain't Pitbull.
Shit, that got me. Oh man.
Yeah.
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 Alright. Was throwing that one away. But
Yeah, nope, you got me. You hit me. Fucking bullseye. Oh no, sorry about Pitbull jokes. Jesus. Yeah. No, very, very expressly this plan is gonna hit, like, what? When we get to the point in the episode where they actually tried to enact the plan, they say it's like 10 cities or something like that.
I'm going to throw in a tiny spoiler.
Please.
During that scene when they're about to finally enact the plan, it's broad daylight.
Again.
That was... Yeah, I was so confused about that, and I thought about that when I was rewatching it to make the synopsis. I was like, what the fuck did they intend to do?
A whole lot of nothing, apparently.
Yeah, it's broad daylight. Like, what? People are gonna see you marching into town.
it's okay, they just wanted to free us from the Patriots.
Shocking secretly the good guys.
Yeah, they just needed to cut the power
God.
from the AIs.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Look at the boy, B.
Look at them.
No. I hate this horrible little boy.
Look at them.
This horrible Final Fantasy NPC reject-looking boy. I hate him.
He really was.
Woo.
He's the most anime-looking character in that game, and that's fucking saying something.
But, like, in a bad way. In a
Yeah,
very,
I know.
very bad way.
Anime derogatory.
Oh, goodness.
Raiden, you deserve so much better.
Truly.
You know who else
Unfortunately.
deserves better?
Fucking Taki.
Yeah, let's get
He
on.
gets annihilated
Let's
in this
talk about
scene.
it.
Yeah, it's true.
So, So Taki and Hayato, they take Dr. Seki back to the Moto Club, and everyone's there. They're taking care of him, and they're trying to get some information from him about the situation. Dr. Seki says that he wants to go and see his daughter, but Hayato's like, hey, that's not a good idea because, Shocker's probably going to know that you're trying to go see her. They've probably got an ambush set up for you there. I'll go get her and bring her back. And everyone starts hyping up Hayato. They're like, yeah, Hayato, he's super reliable. This is a trustworthy
He's got
guy.
this. He's like, I would trust him like I would trust the Kamen Rider. Hey, where has Kamen Rider been lately?
Alchemides, is that you?
Sometimes I can still hear her voice.
It's
Oh, fuck.
What is this energy? Because it's
Wow.
obviously not going to get any calmer next episode.
Oh, no, not even remotely.
for the
Not
people
at
who are listening
all.
and not skipping ahead, this is the weaker episode of the two by far. in
Oh,
my
by
opinion.
far.
Whew.
The next episode's got some shit. So I guess strap in because this one might actually be 4 hours at the rate we're going.
Let's not curse ourselves.
Yeah, let's try not to jinx ourselves here.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Please continue.
So everyone's gassing up Hayato. They're talking about how great he is, and Taki takes a point to interject, and he's like, "Hey, aren't you forgetting someone?" To which Yuri and Mari go, "Huh? You're going to, Mr. Taki? Aren't you worried you're going to slow Hayato down?"
Boom!
Ugh.
Shots fired! Officer down!
Officer absolutely down. I remember my note I'd put for this was just, got his ass!
My note for this scene reads "Flame broiled Taki for lunch."
Yeah.
Yum.
Yeah.
That's gonna be Hayato's lunch or dinner anyway.
Woo!
Oh.
Whoa!
Owie.
Oh,
All right.
oh,
even
Gopher's getting in on it. Okay.
There, that's the
Spicy.
one. There you go.
That's how you know it's going to be a special episode. Yeah, damn, I feel so bad for Taki, honestly, in hindsight, because he didn't do nothing wrong. And
trying to
Mari
help,
and Yuri
man.
were just like, you know what? I choose violence today. Hey, Taki, die. Yoo-hoo, Taki, yes,
Die.
die. Like, absolutely just annihilate this man for no reason. Like, what did he do? Anyhow, moving forward, we get to Hayato and Taki. They show up outside of Akemi's apartment complex.
It seems like a whole fucking house.
I truly
Like a
do
villa.
not know. I thought, well, it says, I'm pretty sure it says it's like a marine biology research facility.
Maybe a dual-purpose home and laboratory, like that other guy.
Maybe?
Girl, you live like this?
Yeah, that was the other thing, is like her room that like we actually see it. The way her room is laid out, and I guess this is just, spoiler for what we'll see later on in the episode. Maybe this is just because of the way the set itself was laid out, but her like the way her room was set up was like very similar to the way the various other apartments we have seen in the show are set up, which like it made me think it was like a dormitory or something, but I just truly no explanation for this living situation. But they show up here to go and try and get Akemi. We get a brief scene of Akemi musing to herself about, that monster said, my father has escaped, so that means he's alive somewhere. I hope I get to see him again. This specifically shakes is the scene where she looks at the picture of her young dad and her younger self, and she makes a heartfelt wish that she will get to see her father again. When she is accosted by our boy, the Ray King, who again just body splashes his way into frame. Because how else would you travel if you were a manta ray?
He kills the lights first, so we
Yeah.
can have a black background.
Gotta have a good black background because
so we
that
can
actually-
use that same shot of him diving.
yeah. So he kills the lights and he shows up. Akemi streams. Hayato is like, that sounds like Akemi. Let's go figure out what's going on. They get attacked by shocker grunts. Hayato has Taki hold off the shocker grunts outside while he goes to try and get the girl. He runs into Ray King trying to abduct Akemi, and
Who
Ray
introduces himself as
he does, very
Mr.
politely.
Raymond King.
Yeah. Oh, my name is Raymond King.
You can call me Ray.
Everybody loves Ray King.
Debois.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Anyway, he hits Hayato with the lightning strike, and then this scene I fucking love. He like opens her like back sliding door and runs off with her in tow.
Definitely
And-
not a set.
Yeah, definitely not a set, which is why instead of actual foliage or any sort of on-site location, we just have a painted background of like a tree and some grass. I
We're
fucking
not supposed
love
to get the
that.
camera that close.
You were absolutely not supposed to get the camera that close. It is so obvious. I mean, it wasn't a bad painting. Don't get me wrong.
You
But
just see the brush strokes.
yeah.
The texture.
Ugh.
It was just very good. Every now and again in Kamen Rider, you get to see the seams. You get
Yeah.
to see some of the stuff that you're not supposed to see, and it's wonderful every time. And this was truly no exception. There's also a little bit of a get to see the seams bit in the next episode, but we'll get into that when we get there.
Oh, speaking of cool visuals, I don't think we've actually talked much about the
The actual electric
electrical attack visuals. Yes.
Yeah, that is a very cool visual. I was actually going to get
Oh,
into
yeah.
it a little bit here in this
Yeah.
next part, because I wanted to
Okay.
talk about the way they actually set it for when they use it on Kamen Rider, which, spoiler alerts, Hayato gives chase, he turns into the Kamen Rider. We get this nice fight on the rooftop of whatever this facility is. It was a cool scene. There was a great shot of, like, when Hayato lands out of the transformation into Kamen Rider, he's, like, on top of these... I truly do not know what to call it.
What do you call those? Like,
I mean, obviously, like, they're pillars. They've got pillars set up, but there's just, like, a walkway on top of the pillars.
It's like some sort of like overpass is a road. I don't know what to call it, but like if there's if there's an arch over a walkway that's on the floor, on the ground, like on the earth,
Mm-hmm.
they're like walking on top of that, but it's flat and it connects two buildings, but it's not like it's intended to be a walkway. It doesn't have railings or like doors on either side or anything.
Yeah, it truly, I think it is just, like, meant to be, like, an artistic, piece of architecture, so I don't begrudge any of us for not knowing the name.
multiple archways. It's a thing in other
Yeah.
houses. It's just kind of like this stretching of archways with columns.
But yeah, so we get this nice scene of Kamen Rider running across that, and so he goes to face off against Ray King as Kamen Rider, but unfortunately he gets defeated by the electric shock again, and this is the part where
It's
I wanted
that
to...
unlimited power.
Yeah, he gets hit with the unlimited power. But this is where I wanted to talk about the attack, because the way they do this attack specifically is much like Ray King's flight. They have him in like an all black room, I guess, right, or in like an all black set. They have him do the pose for the attack, and they animate these like lightning lines onto the screen. and then they'll use like maybe a small pyrotechnic or something in order to show that like someone is actually being hit by it. And so that led to this really neat thing in this episode, because we got to some shots of like Kamen Rider writhing in pain, and I guess in order for the like special effect to line up with everything, they filmed that scene in that like black set room, and it just looks really cool from like a visual standpoint. It's like super dramatic looking, because it's just all black and there's like a little bit of smoke coming in. They probably had like a smoke machine off to the side just billowing in a little bit.
Zap.
Yeah, it's just
It's really in the storm.
yeah, it's a super dope visual.
It's also in their painting. Not to like dial us back too much. But,
oh yes, true. The mural, yeah.
The Shocker mural also has these cool lightning effects surrounding their manta painting.
Yeah. Probably. I will say, just going on the mural a little bit. In general, this is probably one of the weaker murals, just by merit of the fact that it is a little simple. It's just a painting of a manta ray, but it still looks good, and the lightning effect is super dope on it.
I should say with the mural, this is not the full mural, it's just the only one they really showed. I think there's probably a fuller one out there, but it's not, I don't think it appeared in the episode.
Yeah, there's just like one little glimpse of it, because we really don't spend much time in the Shocker base in this episode. We've got like 2 scenes in there. But yeah, it was just like seeing like a Kamen Rider and a Shocker Kaijin in the same space, but that space being just like all black except for like a little bit of smoke rolling in is just a super cool visual. I don't know if we'll post a picture of it, but if not, like go check out the episode and go see that bit specifically, because it's real neat. But what's not real neat is this next scene. Hayato and Taki, they show back up at the Moto Club. Unfortunately, they are empty-handed. They do not have Akemi with them. Hayato apologizes profusely to Dr. Seki, but I guess he's not the one he needs to apologize to, because he gets tore the fuck into by Tachibana. Tachibana is not even remotely having it. He is incredibly upset with Hayato to the point like he rips into Hayato so bad that Mari and Yuri step in and start defending him.
Even
and I get
the murder they've committed.
Yeah.
The guilt for the blood on their hands.
Yeah, truly. I will say I did actually really like this scene, because there was a lot of good use of like coded language, to imply that like Hayato needs to do better because he's the Kamen Rider, and like he's the guy who has to fight Shocker and everything. But they don't ever actually outright say that, since it's still supposed to be a secret for Mari and Yuri. So this was just for whatever reason. I also like this because in trying to defend his boyfriend, Taki asks, who else is supposed to go after Shocker if Hayato gets killed? And Tachibana's like, I'll do it. And there's Taki and Mari and Yuri, and hell, even Goro can fight if he needs to. He just conscripts everyone in the war against the Nazis.
Fucking enlisted as child soldier.
As funny as the mentioning of Goro is, I actually kind of really, really liked that line a lot. That it wasn't just... Because initially it could seem like Tachibana's just saying, this is your responsibility because, you're the only one who can do this. But more so, he's saying that if any of us want to fight in order to save others, we have to put their safety before our own.
Mm-hmm.
That's simply what it means to be a hero. You failed in doing that by leaving to preserve your own life.
Yeah.
And like I totally understand why someone would want to do that, and I respect Taki for defending Hayato a lot. But I just think it's so neat that Tachibana also states this as like a collective responsibility against Shocker.
Yeah. This was a very good, super dramatic like scene for this episode. There was lots of high drama going on in here, and it was great.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And-
I do appreciate like the character consistency
Mhm.
because a lot of these characters have demonstrated that they're in it. They're in it to fight Shocker. Like
Yeah.
they've seen so much at this point. It's just like
Yeah.
they're all part of the Shocker fight team, and especially Tachibana, the guy who was ready to bite his tongue off to not snitch on Hongo.
I mean, he's been here the longest
Yeah.
of all of these guys.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I was actually going to say to that end, like, I really like that when Taki asks, like, who the hell else is supposed to do it if Hayato dies. Tachibana's first person he says is, well, I'm still here. You know, we always talk about how, Tachibana's a ride or die. You know, Tachibana is down for the fight against Shocker. Tachibana will do anything to defeat Shocker, but, like, this is a good scene that really shows that, like, he means that. That is, like, actually a part of Tachibana's character that, if either of the Kamen Riders, really, Hayato or Hongo, were to fall, he's got himself set up as first in line to
He's got two
be
hands.
the successor of, yeah, exactly. He's like, I got 2 hands and that's all I need. I will fucking do every single thing in my power possible to fucking destroy these Nazis.
I know it's a saying, but I still believe Tachibana would do it even if he lost either or both hands.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this man would do so much, and it's
He
so
would
respectable.
truly do the most.
His literal response to getting kidnapped and held hostage was, I'm going to bite my tongue off and kill myself.
Yeah.
I don't really think there's a limit for this man.
Not when it comes to
I
fighting
respect
Shocker.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Hell yeah,
Just
Tachibana.
ran a cafe.
Yeah, remember back in the olden days?
Snack-amigo.
It's just a
Oh, you don't mess
dude.
around in the Snack-amigo.
No. People learned real quick.
Yeah.
The mention of Goro though did also I marked this down in my notes as the point where I realized, hey, where is Goro? I guess he's just having a real normal one.
Yeah.
Like he's
Yeah,
just chilling.
This episode, Goro's just having a normal one. He's
Thank
sitting in the
God.
park eating a banana. You know how Goro do.
And
Yeah.
throwing the peel in the trash.
Yeah.
Taki.
Damn good citizen.
Yeah.
Article 17 states.
Man, Goro would absolutely be the leader of the Upright Citizens Brigade in Japan.
The Japanese branch.
Yeah, Japanese branch.
Ah, wonderful.
It's like the opposite. Is the polar opposite of a Shocker branch.
Yep.
Anyways. Watch Tales of Harbor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we yeah. Okay. I'm
Go to
sorry.
the hot seat.
Yeah, it's time to go to the hot seat.
Oh,
So we go to the Shocker base where Akemi, as Dr. Seki has surmised in the previous scene, is in fact being tortured by Shocker. They got her strapped to a chair and they're putting a fucking light in front of her and it's real hot. Which, like,
She's so sweaty.
hey, you know what? I used to do theater in high school. I've been there, girl. Those lights get fucking hot. You're
Yeah.
running around in costume for like an hour and a half doing lines and shit. You come out of there,
Play
you're
me
fucking
after the first song.
sweating.
I don't know if it's the same type of lights, but I know that there's a film light that gets up to like 100, 150 Fahrenheit, and it just
Ew.
makes the room like a toaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And and sometimes
that's,
you're doing 12-hour
that's high powered
shoots.
lighting.
Yep, sometimes you're doing 12-hour shoots. It's the middle of summer,
hmm
and you cannot open any windows because it'll let ambient noise in, so you're just stuck there.
Just fucking
Sometimes you
dying.
perish.
Yeah.
Yeah. My
It's
notes
like
for
on the
this
set
scene.
of the room.
Oh God, no.
Oh Lord.
My notes for this scene read: Akemi kept crisp under the heat lamp.
Like a chimkin
Yeah.
at a supermarket store.
Truly getting the Chimkin Nugget experience.
Crunch into that.
So they want Akemi to tell them where Dr. Seki is. But Akemi, also a ride or die, not unlike Tachibana, is like, I'm not gonna fucking tell you shitheads where my dad is. You'll have to kill me first. And they're ace in the hole for that. Specifically being that they say that if she doesn't cooperate and tell them where he is, then by shocker law, our favorite set of laws, they're going to have to hunt him down and kill him.
Next to ape law.
Yeah. So, Akemi not wanting to see her father get killed, cooperates with Shocker, so they get her on the phone to Snack Amigo. I'm sorry, not Snack Amigo. I'm thinking about Snack Amigo now. Yeah, here's the reason why I'm thinking about the Snack Amigo, is because I put on my notes for this Mari on her secretary shit. Like, I don't know what was with the way that scene was acted, but, like, absolutely just, like, very calm, very prim, walking over to the phone, bending down, picking up, yes, hello, Tachibana Moto Club. He's not in right now, but can I take a message? Absolutely.
This happens again next episode in an even weirder way, too.
It does.
And I look forward to getting to that point.
Yeah, I don't know. Mari's energy in these 2 episodes was weirder than normal. Like, she was still doing the weird find everything sexy bit, and we love her for that. But, I don't know, there was just a lot of secretary energy coming out of Mari, at least in this scene.
I feel like I'd like to specify that the framing of this scene does make it appear like this took place, like, maybe, like, 10-15 minutes after that whole dramatic, like, shout down with Tachibana just tearing into Hayato.
Mhm.
Like, as soon as all that was over and they sit down, she does that.
Yep. Everybody sits down to have a breather, and then she goes and answers the phone and says it's for Dr. Seki. Seki gets on the phone with Akemi, and she, warns him that Shocker is after him and that they're going to try and kill him. So Colonel Zol gets on the phone and says to him that if he wants to see Akemi alive again, he needs to go and meet them by himself at this nearby apartment complex where, a vehicle will pick him up and take him to Shocker. I do like the bit right after this, because then Hayato gets on the phone, and, like, he finds out it's Colonel Zol on the line, and he's like, Colonel Zol! And Zol just kind of, like, laughs at him, and then he keeps repeating his name, and Zol just hangs up the phone. It's good energy. It was a real fun interaction.
I'm looking for Mr. Jass. First
Yeah.
name Hugh.
Yeah, first name Hugh, last name Jess. Zol! Yeah, really. Absolutely Colonel Zol prank call energy. Especially with the way he laughs when Hayato gets on the phone. Like that, it was such a little I'm a stinker laugh. So, Seki is reasonably struck, and, he stumbles back into his seat, and everyone's like, well, what's going on? Who was that? What did they say? What do they want? Are they gonna, did they threaten to kill her? That sort of stuff. And he's like, everybody please, I need a moment to be alone. Which they foolishly grant him. And so later on, as the next day comes, he goes and he packs himself up. He takes off Tachibana's pajamas. He puts back on his dirty old suit, and he heads out to go meet with Shocker.
After he addresses the audience.
Yeah, after he addresses the audience and thanks us for our kindness. Yeah, it's clearly the bit is that he's like, thanking everyone at the Moto Club for their kindness and everything. But he looks directly into the camera and, like, thanks them and then bows. Looks like he was trying to talk
Professor Seki!
to everybody, yeah.
Hey, give him a hand.
Standing
Congratulations.
Somebody starts throwing flowers on the stage. Anyway, Seki gets picked up by Shocker, not knowing that he's being tailed by Hayato and Taki. So,
He's- Sorry, I'm too excited about this guy.
Please.
about his car passenger.
Yeah,
Oh,
fucking...
yeah.
Soul Patch Goon.
Yeah, my note for this just said Soul Patch King.
Love him. For a slight play-by-play, your first introduction to the Soul Patch King is he gets out of the back of the vehicle when the Shocker vehicle comes to pick him up. He opens the door, and he turns to Dr. Seki and gives him an abrupt "eek."
Classic.
I don't know if that translates to get in the car, or good morning, or what, but Dr. Seki then proceeds into the car. We get another shot of them inside the car later on, where we are able to see
No, wait, B.
the namesake of the Soul Patch King, and he just speaks.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you missed the best part, because he rolls up, he gets out of this car, he goes, eek! Seki gets in the car, and then he gets in after him and goes, alright, go! So he just speaks normal English, or Japanese to the driver.
I love this guy.
Once
This
again,
dude
raising
Well,
the
about as
question,
much as he.
once again, raising the question of why the E?
Don't
It's just-
know.
Like, it's just in their job description. They gotta fit
I'm just-
fit a quota.
I'm just assuming it's Shockerese.
Yeah.
He's bilingual. He
Talented
slips
king.
he slips into the old regional dialect for a little bit. It's like, oh, I remember where I am. I'm sorry. Driver,
So
please.
educated.
Well, I'm from Shocker's northern branch, and I've never heard the use of the term steamed hams.
I
I've
love
never
his
heard someone say
accent.
"Eek."
Oh, no, not in Utica. It's a regional dialect.
What region? Kansai. Blah.
What? You know, this ranking
We
is
do-
surprisingly like the one they have at Krusty Burger.
There is a moment like a little after this scene, I think, that because I wrote it down, where we just get the exchange of "Eek, blah." They're communicating.
Yeah, I mean, truly some great sound effects happening. I know we touched on it briefly, but I guess we never did actually. And I guess it's specifically because, aside from like slightly earlier in the episode, like the most bois we get in this episode is here in this scene coming up, as we show up at the power station. Yeah, for whatever reason, right, we've got this incredibly well-spoken, eloquent, great voice-acted Shocker grunt, and for whatever reason, his big, scary Shocker monster noise is blah, blah, blah. And it's fucking great every time. I loved listening to this dude, although I will say, if I have to pick between Shocker monster noises between this episode and the next episode absolutely wins.
I was too overwhelmed by last episode, so I don't actually remember what the sounds are.
I mean, it is the sound
Picture
that
the
this thing
animal.
would make. We'll get into it.
But yeah.
But yeah, so Seki shows up at the power plant, electrical facility, fucking whatever, the thing with the where Shocker is setting up a bunch of small explosives so that they can destroy this place in broad daylight to cause a power outage in broad daylight so they can, conquer these towns in broad daylight.
Oh, that's another thing that confused the heck out of me. So, regarding their operation, so I had presumed earlier that they wanted this doctor back because they wanted to make more Ray Kings so that they could short out the facilities because they're electrical powered.
Yep.
But all they did was come to the plant and put bombs.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, no, they even go so far as to say explicitly, like, we need Dr. Seki back to make more Ray Kings in order to carry out this planet, or this plan. But apparently, we didn't even need one Ray King, because we're just gonna blow the place up.
I don't understand, like, did they not explain that part of their intention was to, like, dole out electricity for crazy payment? Like, hoard all the wealth in the area? Or something? I don't know what their intention was, because they didn't really explain anything outside of, in the ensuing chaos of the blackout, we will take control of the tri-state area.
It really is that energy every time.
Yeah.
I really do want to see a phase 2 of a chakra plant, just to see what they would do with it.
I mean, it really feels like the energy of, that fucking, well, Plankton, what are you gonna do now? I don't know, I didn't think I'd get this far. Like, I don't think they make a phase 2 to any of their plans, because they just assume phase 1 isn't gonna work.
Like, if it works, then we'll plan phase 2.
The only other thing I can think of is because they do make a point to mention that, like, Ray King's lightning powers work because he's got like 1,000,000 volts of electricity running through him.
Yeah.
And this power station that gets destroyed is supposedly like 1,000,000-volt power station as well. So the only other thing I can think of is that the intention was to destroy the power station, take over while all of the power is down, and then I guess use Ray King to, like, as the new power source for this area. Like, that's the only other thing I can think of.
Why not just, and here's an idea, take the plant hostage and do it with the machines that already run the place.
Yeah, wild concept, huh?
I mean, because they stormed in here with literally, we didn't see any resistance of any kind whatsoever. Like, I don't know if they came in while the staff was on lunch or something, but there's literally no one here except chakra operatives. So,
to the credit of the hypothetical plan where Ray King is a generator, they control Ray King 100% of the time. So if someone tries to take back the power plant, they can't take back the power if it's only Ray King.
Right.
Because the only way to do it is to kill Ray King.
Yeah.
And then you have nothing.
I guess, but that just seems like a waste of a very powerful asset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
not a good plan.
It wouldn't be shocker if we weren't wasting extremely powerful assets.
You're extremely right.
So Seki shows up at this plant. He asks to see his daughter Akemi, and boy howdy, she sure is there. She's been put up in the old standby, the classic. It's Shocker Crucifixion, baby.
Yeah. The crowd goes wild.
Yeah.
This time with an eagle on top.
Yep. We got Akemi tied up to a good old Shocker cross with a big fashy stashy eagle on top. And the intention is to blow her up along with the rest of the power plant because, we got to kill someone for this betrayal, Dr. Seki. And we can't kill you because we need you to make more Ray Kings, so it's going to have to be your daughter. So Seki uses the most powerful tactic known to man, stomping on someone's J's, to break free and get himself away from the grasp of Shocker. He goes to try and...
Scuffed.
Yeah, absolutely scuffed that mook's J's. Man, these were new. Shit. He tries to break free to rescue Akemi, and he is pursued by Shocker goons, but who should come to rescue him but Hayato and Taki, the people that we said were following him. So Hayato and Taki are going to go face off against the Shocker goons while Akemi goes to save his daughter. Taki is expressly tasked with making sure that Shocker does not detonate the bomb, which he does an okay job at, I guess.
I think it's fair to say that what happened isn't entirely his fault. Granted, I think he could have done a better job.
Here's my confusion with the situation. So what happens is the Shocker goon goes to blow up the plant.
Mm-hmm.
Taki stops him. He mostly knocks him out, but the goon has enough like last win and wherewithal in him to still press the button to set off the explosion.
Mook
But-
really wanted a promotion.
Yeah, this
Like he just
another
Gonna
last
earn my
gasp.
reds today.
yeah another guy really trying to do it for the cause.
God damn, sorry, I went back to the scene and I'm like, you can really see the forearm muscles on this guy.
Yeah,
Hmm.
This guy's got, like, a powerful grip strength.
he's out here doing it.
Yeah.
Taki was
Anyway.
sloppy and he let him through.
Yeah, but so here's the thing. So this whole scene is played up as if this button in this briefcase is the one that is going to blow up the whole power plant. Except when he presses it, like a door behind Ray King explodes, and that's it. And then Taki
He
packs
needed
up
to
the
press the other
briefcase
buttons.
and is like, no other bombs are getting set off. So like, what the shit? Did you
There's three
rig your
buttons, I guess.
explosives in phases, you idiots?
To be fair, I might be misremembering, but I think there was, like, at least one other button on
Nope.
there. Like, there was a large... No?
There is one button on that thing.
There was
'Cause I
totally
know
other
I saw
switches, right?
but...
And there are little
were
knobs
definitely
and switches and stuff,
knobs,
but there is
but-
one big blue button, and that's it.
I thought there was a larger, not colorful button to the left of the blue button, unless
No,
it's just a big switch.
I'm pretty sure it's just that one big blue button.
In any case, I guess, regardless of anything else, we know that blue button did one thing.
Blow up a door. And boy, let me tell you, they absolutely annihilated that door, and did no damage to the rest of this power plant whatsoever.
Do you think maybe they just blew up the lock to get inside?
They were already inside, Gopher. That's what I'm
Do you think
saying.
Oh, okay.
Maybe they just blew up the lock to get inside?
There's absolutely another button. There is a white button
Okay.
next to the blue button. It is a smaller button on a slightly elevated platform, but there is at least one more button.
So you think this Mook in his desperation just pressed the wrong button?
He's a shocker mook, so he's gonna get just about everything wrong, I guess.
That is fair, I suppose.
Man had
Hit
one shot and he
button,
blew
dies. This opportunity came once in a lifetime, you fool!
Could have come twice, but he died.
Yeah.
Mom spaghetti. Colonel Zol's
Zol
spaghetti. I want to see Zol making dinner for everybody.
Well,
He's gonna have like a little
I
like
mean,
fascist
you're gonna-
apron.
You're gonna get your wish a little bit.
yeah, he prepared a very nice dinner for the next episode.
Well, no, I won't say anything. All right, let's go.
I mean, there's truly not too much else left to this episode. Hayato, transforms into Kamen Rider. We have a good fight scene with Kamen Rider. He gets his hands on a sword, so there's always going to be some good stuff with that. We do some fun stunts off of like a rooftop, where we have like Hayato standing on an overhang above a doorway, and we've got like Shocker Mooks coming in from like the roof above him, and we do some swordplay with that. It's a great little bit. But yeah, Hayato, he kills a bunch of Mooks. He squares off with Ray King again. He specifically, I believe, defeats Ray King with a Flying Rider punch, right?
Yes.
Wait. I thought it was a... Maybe I'm wrong. Sorry. I thought it was a kick, but maybe it was a kick and then a punch.
He trips over like a nerd,
Mm-hmm.
Like what the... I don't...
and then
It didn't feel like the tripping was the result of anything.
Yeah, it was. So we do one of those.
It was
classic,
like a blooper.
Yeah, it's weird. We do one of those classic Kamen Rider. Hayato and the monster are both going to jump and flip past each other in the air things. And I guess it's supposed to be implied that Hayato did something in there. Like I don't know, maybe he punched him in the gut or something. But yeah, fucking A-King lands and he just like stumbles.
It just looks like he was backing up during the shot and he tripped on a wire like
Yeah.
in real life,
It
and then
does.
and scrambled back to his feet, and they just kept it.
I mean,
I
truly.
love it.
So this was actually just
One take,
one whole rider
one take
kick
Ray
here.
King.
What was
Rider
that, Gilbert?
kicks him. He just rider kicks him into the ocean, and
Oh,
then
okay.
he explodes,
Yep.
not giving him chance to swim away.
Right. Because why would you?
Although,
Blows up the
I
whole
kind of
ocean.
understand the conceit that electrical enemy thrown in water. But this was literally a marine animal.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter how marine he is because he was going to blow up because he got rider kicked.
mhm.
Yeah, he's too busy exploding from a rider kick.
Yeah.
You're right.
like
It's
It's-
just what happens.
It's like if
I-
Hayato rider punched a bird shocker monster into the air. Like, it doesn't matter how aerial you get to be now because you're exploding.
my element.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, nice element, dipshit. Is exploding your
airplane.
element too, dumbass?
is
Maybe.
now.
Yeah, it is now, bitch.
Yeah, a little bit.
So,
I
you
don't
know,
think a shocker agent like this though could swim.
I don't think anybody in that costume could swim.
Like even if that was full manta ray, I don't think Shocker would have made it able to swim. They just didn't think of it.
Yeah, just
These things aren't built well
Yeah.
enough.
No.
went so far in on the electricity thing that they didn't even think to make their marine animal be able to swim.
You know, maybe that is why he exploded instead of because like we've seen some villains survive a rider kick.
Mm-hmm.
But what if to get the electricity they just used like unprotected wires and then he just like explodes in the water because of poor manufacturing?
That is so likely that it hurts. Like, it is upsetting to me how likely it is that like some water got into his circuitry, and because it was all just like unprotected open fucking copper wiring and shit, he just fucking exploded at the slightest short.
Yeah.
The whole thing just immediately went up in flames because it was a little moist in the air
God,
that day.
I guess that's what you get when you make your soldiers out of Play-Doh and scrap metal.
Truly.
Yeah, pretty much. They got a marine biologist to make a cyborg.
Yeah, what the
What did
fuck?
they expect?
Yeah.
Yeah. Marine biologist, not an electrician.
Or any kind of expert in robotics in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, so all's well that ends well. Dr. Seki is back with Akemi. Taki comments on how there's only been minor damage to the power plant. So, Hayato and Taki head, back their separate ways. Dr. Akemi and Seki head back home. We get the classic, Shocker has been defeated, but, another Shocker monster awaits for Hayato, go fight when sort of, the end sting. If you've been watching the episodes, you know what this bit is.
It's the same as all of it.
Yeah, it's the same as it always is, except, as we commented a while ago, Hayato has finally stopped renewing his vows to fight Shocker.
But he did learn an important lesson this episode.
He did. Tell us that lesson, B.
Well, today he did learn that the power of love and trust can inspire.
Yeah, that's true.
And also that manta rays explode when you kick them.
Yeah.
That
Also,
too.
yeah, like straight up a manta ray will just blow up in the water if you kick them.
Try it today.
Try it today. Go down to your local zoo.
Local aquarium.
Yeah.
Go
And
to the manta
fucking-
rays section.
And go dive kick a manta ray. That motherfucker
gotta
will
Disclaimer,
explode.
please don't.
You gotta jump
Disclaimer,
first.
please don't.
Yeah, you gotta make
I
sure
know-
there's a front flip or a back flip first as well.
I know there's some places that actually have, like, places you can pet rays.
Yeah, I'll make it real easy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hunt you down.
They're helpless.
I'm going to destroy you.
Just, be careful you don't get Steve Irwin on the back again.
Damn.
Those are
Because-
stingrays.
Bruh, too soon.
Yo, man, manta rays are vengeful. Also, is that
That's
really
a
too
stingray,
soon?
wasn't
It's
it?
been a couple of years.
It'll always be too soon.
That's fair.
Oh always.
Those are stingrays, and
Yeah.
That's a
they're
stingray
usually quite
also.
peaceful, actually.
It's just, you gotta watch out.
Gotta watch out with anything that has sting in its name.
Also, just general advice to anyone: if you get stabbed by something, if possible, don't remove it. Keep it in there.
Yeah.
That's not your job to take it out.
Wait for
That's
a
true.
professional to do it.
Yeah.
Probably, when you're underwater, it's just, it's one of those things you ain't gonna be thinking about.
Yeah, that's fair.
Probably as much. You're not really in your element. That's a bummer.
I'm pretty
Anyways, next.
Anyway.
Yeah, speaking of being in our element, we're gonna put ourselves back in our element of Kamen Rider right after this quick ad break. Well, hello everyone. Hope that you've been enjoying the episode so far. It's a good friend, King Fats the 95th, and I got a little bit of an ad read for you. First of all, we'd like to thank you for watching the episode, and we'd like to say if you want to keep up to date with everything that we're doing here on the Long Time Watcher, First Time Writer podcast, you can check us out on our Twitter. That's at First Ride Pod on Twitter. We post episodes there. We're going to be posting all sorts of news and announcements there. Pretty much anything that's going on with the podcast, that's going to happen there. That's also where you're going to get your announcement tweets for the new episodes, including the link to our SoundCloud and our YouTube. Our SoundCloud is also soundcloud.com/firsttimewriter if you want to go follow that. We are Longtime Watcher, First Time Writer Pod on YouTube. If you want to hunt us down and subscribe so you never miss an episode. If you want to hear more from your various podcast hosts, because they're a wonderful bunch, you can check us all out on our various ventures. You can check me out on Twitter at KingFats95. I'm also on Twitch at twitch.tv/KingFats95. You can check out the Magical Whale Gopher at WhaleGopher on Twitter and twitch.tv/TheMagicalWhaleGopher. You can check out Action Shakespeare at ThatGalInTheHat on Twitter and at twitch.tv/ACTNShakespeare. And you can check out B-Drops at BDropsArt on Twitter and on twitch.tv/BDrops. Also, very exciting news. We now have a Patreon set up. So if you want to check that out, get some fun little goodies like early access to episodes, our notes, and the synopses that I write for our viewing sessions, some nice fun physical rewards at the higher tiers as well. Go ahead and check that out. You should be able to find all the information about that Patreon on our Twitter as well as a link to it. We hope that y'all have a wonderful time, and let's get back to the episode. Hello, welcome back everybody. We hope you had a good time checking out the 9th annual Shocker Expo. We're going to get right back into it with the next episode, and God, what an episode this is. It is Kamen Rider episode 39, The Monster Wolfman's Big Murder Party. And its air date is December 25th, 1971.
And it's not just any big murder party.
I have to take just a moment to say that it's not really much of a translation in the way that I love that Japanese adopts many English words. The title literally does say Dai Party.
Yeah, Dai Party.
Dai Party.
Kaijin no Kami Otoko no Satsujin Dai Party is the Japanese name of this episode.
sorry to interrupt. Please.
No, I mean it's Dai Party is very good.
It is truly a die party. The diest party.
Yeah. It's the party where you die.
It's that too. I was just
God.
getting my weeb Japan English.
This episode is a little bit of a rarity for the Kamen Rider Wiki in that it has both a synopsis and a plot filled out.
It is very important.
Oh, I like this. This is actually good. This is like a good little, it's just an episode blurb for the synopsis.
Mm-hmm.
Colonel Zoll is planning on unleashing a werewolf virus upon an unsuspecting world on Christmas Day. And has
On
deployed a test
Christmas?
subject. Yeah, on Christmas.
Zoll's
And
gonna
has-
ruin Christmas.
And has deployed the test subject to experiment with its combat effectiveness Meanwhile, Taki and Hayato visit an orphanage where a little girl was witness to Zol's plan. Can Kamen Rider save Christmas from Shocker and prevent Operation Wolf? That
Wait.
is
Could it be werewolves on Christmas Day?
Merry Christmas.
Down.
I'm sorry. Wait, I'm sorry.
I don't.
no. I mean, honestly, same. B. You know, you come downstairs, you see a big old wolf man and nothing but a bow lying
me?
underneath the tree. It's just like, oh, on God.
You see
For
this coming
me?
up the stairs, what you do?
check for the tag from Santa.
Yeah, really.
Ask Santa why he didn't get me one of my more preferred monsters.
Damn.
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 Gross.
I'm
Santa's
sauce
just like-
now this.
Santa climbs down the fucking chimney like, well, if I knew you were going to be
You
ungrateful.
ungrateful.
Jesus. Just
Unwolf's
take
here,
some
man.
back. Fuck this. Fuck you. Unwolf's here, man.
Grabs him by the scruff of the neck and drags him up the chimney. Don't deserve
Poor wolf man. Okay, let's get into this long ass synopsis or this long ass
I'm just saying it
plot.
could have been a flesh monster.
That's fair.
That's fair. Well, you don't know what's in there, you know?
Yeah.
Don't make assumptions.
Okay, never mind.
I mean, there is flesh on that monster, if you know what I'm saying.
Just got a little hair.
Yeah. I will say just really quickly as we go into this, if you are the kind of person who is following along with us, I encourage you to go check out the plot on the Kamen Rider wiki, if only to see how, like, incredibly in-depth and long it is. This is the longest plot I have ever seen written out on an episode on this wiki.
A lot happens.
Yeah, I mean,
guess.
like, credit where credit is
Weirdly.
due, because this is an important episode. Like, a lot of shit happens. And this thing covers it. So let's get into it. I like this. I like this little bit of framing. On a moonlit night, two drunk office workers are stumbling home from an office party when one of them, named Yurabe, stops and goes off to find a bathroom. I remember just like, this was pretty much the moment where I was like, hell yeah, this is going to be a great episode.
Drunk clowns. Must be Christmas.
Yeah, truly.
They got their little
We
party
just-
hats on.
Yeah, one of them's got a present. They're drunkenly singing jingle bells.
Yeah, these guys
Well,
are
they're
acting the shit out of this part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kamen Rider
yeah.
has the best drunks in television.
It really
I
does.
actually made a note of that. I'm just like, damn. Kamen Rider actors know how to act drunk.
Yeah.
Act.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, maybe they just got blasted.
if it wasn't
Hell
for
yeah.
how
Method
quickly,
acting.
if it wasn't for how quickly they sober up, like half the time,
Well, that's TV magic.
Yeah.
You
True,
you sober
To
them
be
up
fair,
for
you'd
the,
probably
you sober
sober
them
up
up for the
quick.
reveal.
Yeah. I'd sober up quick too if I wasn't attacked by a wolf man.
yeah.
No, they just filmed the scenes out of order.
That's true. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
They're just drunk.
Or that.
They're
Oh,
not
yeah.
acting.
Yeah. They do the sober scenes first and then they just get them blasted.
I feel like there's like a real world actor that I could totally put on blast, but it's not coming to me.
That's fair.
Imagine trying to direct a drunk person.
Looks in the
Orson
camera.
Welles.
The French.
God.
Champagne celebrated for its excellence. This is
Ah.
California champagne by Balmason. I fucking adore that commercial.
It feels like a fever dream every time I watch it.
It's so good.
Or like
I-
deja vu of a fever dream.
I love watching like the actual video of it where he's doing the takes too, because there's that one take where he starts with his head like in his hands, like he clearly just doesn't want to do the shit anymore, and he's just like, please God, get me out of here. And he hears the director go, action. He's like, French champagne celebrate for his excellence.
God.
God bless you, Orson Welles. Anyway,
God bless your heart.
yeah.
And from the sounds
After
of it,
waiting a
liver.
minute, yeah. Getting back to the plot here. After waiting a minute or two, his coworker has to go too, and then stumbles over Urabe, who is lying unconscious. The man goes to check on him, only for Urabe to start turning into a werewolf. The coworker tries to flee from the werewolf, but he catches him and bites his neck, killing him. The werewolf is then surrounded by Shocker Combat Man, and Colonel Zoll arrives, ordering the Combat Man to capture their, quote, valuable test subject. The Combat Man struggle to capture the werewolf as it fends them off. Now, this is the part where I think they get a bit wrong with what actually happened in the episode, because here in the plot they say Colonel Zoll uses a blowgun to tranquilize the werewolf, and the Combat Man capture him.
Buddy.
That's
That's-
buddy.
Not quite what happens.
I can
never-
understand the misunderstanding, though.
I guess.
Yeah.
Have you never seen a dog whistle, man?
Some people have never seen a dog whistle.
Yeah,
I
I
mean, it
was
just
gonna say, to
doesn't
be
look
fair.
like one, but like also
No.
the conceptually,
Yeah,
it's
I
just, like
I
you
will
made the
give them
noise.
that too. It looks like a blowgun,
Don't sound like
more so than a dog whistle. But yeah, it definitely doesn't sound like one. But yeah, this bit is great, and so this is where I was talking about our shocker monster noise, because we just get a real good Wolfman howl out of this guy.
God damn it, Scott.
Ah woo.
Ah, woo.
Ah woo.
Oh no, no! Hey, everyone,
Well, now
you
you have
didn't
to
hear that.
change
Time to
Oh, no.
go after Gopher's laptop.
Oh no, my laptop
You can see all their
with
dark secrets.
no personal information on it because it's for school.
Oh, well,
Now we can steal
You
and
can-
copy your homework.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
God, you can get C's along with me.
Woo! C's get
Woo.
degrees, baby.
hell yeah.
Just kidding, it's A's or whatever.
Oh,
Whatever, the
okay.
boy-
Gopher with the humble brag. I see.
Yeah.
Actually, there's nothing humble about that. Where you come from.
Well, good job. I think you're doing well.
I can underachieve
Yeah,
too.
good
don't
job
worry.
on your education.
That's not what I
Get
said.
your MJ What?
I said I get good grades, not educated.
That's fair.
Well, you know,
There is a difference.
sometimes those classes just be like that. I totally understand the feeling.
Yeah. You know?
You know who also understands the feeling? This dude who
Me.
got bit by a werewolf.
Yeah.
He understands something, alright.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I understood.
I love.
You, yeah? Yeah, me?
Who doesn't want to be a werewolf?
Fair? Sure.
Turn me into some horrible monster. You have the power.
B, you also have the power. Just start saying racist shit on Discord specifically.
But that's
don't-
not...
Not that kind of
Yeah.
monster.
Well, I mean, beggars can't be choosers.
No, they can be.
Can they?
If someone
I-
someone was like, "Hey, have this food and I'm starving," but the muffin that they give me was filled with like rice and
Racism.
racism, then I'd be like, "No, thank you. I'll pass. Actually,
You
I'll
put-
starve."
you-
Yeah, too good for the racist rice muffin when you're starving, I see.
Yes,
You
actually,
telling me
yes.
a racist for this race?
Oh, just makes me think of the Shocker fried chicken.
Delicious.
It's
I don't want your
fried
fascist
chicken. It's racist looking.
Oh my
Fashy
God.
look.
Yeah, it's fashy looking good. There you go.
Fashy looking good.
Love that chicken from Shocker.
No, don't drag Popeyes into this.
Don't
But-
deserve this.
No, I love Popeyes.
They, you're right, they don't deserve this, but also their fucking little theme song thing works so good.
With a lot of
Does
things.
KFC have a theme song?
I don't think they
No,
do.
they just go with
Damn it.
taglines.
Yeah, no, it's just like, it's finger looking good.
What about Shocker from ages 1 to 92?
Whose is that?
Yeah, I truly do not.
Jokers.
Is that like an East Coast thing?
Is it?
It must be.
I think
I'm
so.
not familiar.
Really? Okay. Not.
We could do Dairy Queen.
This is the pit stop of Nazis.
Shocker! That's...
Shocker! That's what I like about Nazis. Holy shit!
Why? Why we turned on the fast food chain to the fascists?
The
Well-
fast food
well.
thing.
We've cracked the code.
We did it!
Oh, I see why you probably
Oh.
wouldn't know. It is literally just a local place. It has like
Oh.
2 locations.
It's not even
Well-
East
Oh,
Coast,
sorry.
it's just
Sorry.
where you are.
It had 1 location. It is closed.
Oh.
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 Rip.
Yeah, taken over by Shocker. It's their new base.
Maybe it's good it's closed then.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's when they got taken over as an abandoned building.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What you want to look out for is if they open up again. You better be
Yeah.
suspicious.
That-
Anyways, red kaijin.
God.
Yum.
Rip.
That's all I got. This is a delightful little gesture, though. I'm sad
Yeah.
this place is closed.
Yeah, I love this little dude. Although, wait, there's a part of me that's like, oh, look at this little gesture, man, I love him. And then there's a part of me that cannot unsee the fact that his head is shaped like a lemon.
Yeah.
And then I think of Wime,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm filled with a seething rage.
Hi,
Lime, if you're listening, we
Yeah.
love you.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Lime, if you're listening, you know what you did.
Oh,
I'm sure
I support you, even if you hurt me on occasion.
they are, if they are listening, if they've made it through somehow through this mess, which is only going to get worse, by the way.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Just they are doing their giggle. I'm sure.
I
Yeah.
can hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
For
the kind
everyone who
of giggle you
doesn't
can
know
hear.
who this person is, sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
This is a shout out to a beloved friend at
Yeah.
this point.
Big up, Swine.
They're an actual fucking clown.
Truly.
Just
Yeah,
it
a
is their
literal clown.
like truly the embodiment of everything they strive for in life is clownery.
Yeah.
And they
There's-
giggle like a capricious gesture.
They really do. It's amazing
I thought
how serendipitous that they just happened to comment on something. And so now they're coming up on Discord too.
I thought you were gonna mention the face though of this gesture cane. Just looks.
His nose
Yeah.
is a little off center.
He looks dead inside.
Yeah.
No, he's just a little
The Kane's
guy.
just like, I've seen some shit, man.
Oh, the
Where's
cane,
the
yeah, that cane.
meat?
is
Yeah,
some
no,
Wait,
shit.
no, the gesture is fine. It's the Kane specifically. That's
Yeah,
just
no,
like,
you're right. Man,
Kane had
this,
no choice.
This sure is a fucking visual. We were just. Sorry, I brought it up.
Please, we can't put this on the SoundCloud, but we can put it up while we're talking about it on the YouTube.
Yeah,
Hey, guys.
we can
If
put
you-
it up on the YouTube. We can put it up on Twitter.
If you're
You
willing
can
to
look
do
at this
that,
little clown man.
please.
But
He's
right now
pretty
we
cool.
need to be looking at this werewolf because
Okay.
God.
he's active, man. Let me tell you.
I like
He-
how he made the goons to restrain him, and they fucking failed miserably. And he's
Yes.
just like, okay, well, I guess I'll use the thing that works. And then he does his dog whistle. And you're all like, oh, okay. And then
I had a note for this part that was specifically just werewolf busting ass. 'Cause
the werewolf
he
is. He's cleaning
bodies
house.
these fucking grunts. Yeah.
Poor guys. They really got beaten in before Zol just decided that he felt inclined to use this tool that would work perfectly right off the bat.
How dare you make me use my hands?
Yeah. Where you get off. Well, to be fair, we learned some things in this episode that would explain why Zol might not be inclined to have that be his first option.
I guess so.
No spoilers, though.
Yeah,
No
we'll
spoilers.
get to that.
We'll get to it in 4 hours, don't worry.
Yeah.
Damn,
Please
4
don't.
hours.
I love-
3 January.
My other favorite thing is there's a goon that provides us, the audience, with some exposition in the form of a report to Colonel Zoll, and he immediately gets slapped for it.
Immediately.
Just shut the fuck up.
Don't tell me shit I already know, bitch.
Yeah.
As you can see, the wolf virus has turned him into a wolf man.
Yeah.
Shut up.
No shit, Sherlock.
Now drag his ass into the car.
I don't
Yes,
pay
sir.
you to speak. You don't pay me at all, sir. Exactly. Yeah, I'm just fucking shocker grunt sitting in the back of the fucking shocker car trying not to cry.
He's just slumping. He's pouting against his hand.
It's like forehead against the window.
Yeah.
Fucking shocker grunt.
Good. Let him be sad. Fascist asshole.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Oh, holy fuck.
Almost felt bad for him for a second.
Then I remembered.
Not
Yeah.
today, Satan.
So that's good. Shake's actually brought us into the next part of the little plot synopsis.
Yeah, there you go.
So the leading combat man says that the results of the wolf virus are impressive, but Colonel Zoll berates his subordinate for letting his test subject escape and run around the city, thus potentially tipping off their enemy Kamen Rider to their activity. He orders his men to dispose of the corpse and all traces of evidence that could be left behind. As Colonel Zoll oversees this, he hears a noise and then finds a child's shoe and a girl's doll. He thinks that the doll belonged to the dead man's child as a Christmas present, but as he walks away, a little girl is seen hiding from him, upset that Zoll took her doll away,
Can't have
and
shit in
slowly
Detroit.
sneaks away from them. Yeah. This girl's having a rough night. She was hanging out underneath an overpass. She watched two men die. Some fucking fascist stole one of her shoes and her doll. Can't have shit in Tokyo.
I still don't know why
How did
she's
she
already
get here?
out there.
Yeah, right? How did she get here?
Where
I
are
don't
your
know.
parents?
She's like a 5-year-old kid.
Do
I
we
She
don't
was
know
know
where
selling
any of it-
cigarettes.
I'm wondering if it's like an orphanage thing.
Apparently
it's
it is.
Because these kids all like sleep there and stuff. Like this place we're going to see in a little bit.
Yeah.
Like
It's not very clear in the like actual episode, but at least according to the plot synopsis thing on the wiki, it is an orphanage, which makes sense in hindsight. Ooh.
probably an assumption, but a fair one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Makes more sense than it just being a preschool that kids live at.
Yeah.
Ship your kids off.
Yeah. Hey, parents, you want to never see your children again? Send them to preschool.
I guess it
Do
also.
I?
Do you? Do you?
Do I?
Do
you?
Do you?
Do I?
Do you?
Do you?
Do I what?
Do you want to ship your kids off to preschool?
Do I?
Alright.
There we go. Got
And
that out of my
scene.
system.
And see.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Oh yeah, it being an orphanage, this place we really still need to get to, does frame, I guess, Hayato and Taki's position with it. It's kind of like a community service thing they're engaging in, it seems.
Yeah.
But also
You know
Goro
those two.
is just friends with all these kids.
Yeah, of course he is. He's fucking Goro. There's not a child alive who doesn't want to be his friend.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I
He's
would
the
want to be his
coolest.
friend.
same.
I want to be his friend. Everybody wants to be Goro's friend.
I still want to be Goro's friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Goro's
I
so much
wanna
cooler
know
than
what-
I am.
I want to know what that guy's doing 50
Yeah.
years later.
How you living, Goro?
The
Bust his door down.
Goro is only marginally cooler than you.
Still
I'm not-
cooler.
Sure.
Damn, dunked.
No, I don't really think it's that much of a dunk to have someone say that Goro is cooler than you, frankly.
Yeah.
That's fair.
He's a
Just
cool
facts.
kid.
He's the coolest. Love that little dude. Anyway, I will say just very, because we're going to get to it here in the plot synopsis, but this scene leads to a scene that I really enjoyed with Shocker in this episode. So I will be excited to get to that. But yeah, straight up, man, fucking Zol steals a little girl's shoe and her doll. It's fucked up, Zol. What the hell, man? Anyway, moving on with the plot synopsis.
Stroll.
Yeah.
On a nightly stroll. Zol.
On a nightly Zol.
I guess on a nightly Zol kind of works, yeah. I should have just gone for that.
No. B, I'm proud of you for making an attempt.
Yeah, round of applause.
Oh, you're very kind. Waits for Shakes to tear me down.
What?
Damn it!
Not this.
Shakes wasn't paying attention, and so they have been hit with the overhead.
I was figuring out my inputs. Bitch.
Better learn back. Better figure out back real quick.
There's a mode in video games called training.
I just picked
Dang.
this up. You invited me over.
Okay.
Anyways, sorry. Go on.
Anyway, yeah. Past experiences with assholes in fighting game notwithstanding. Moving on with the plot, at the Midorikusa orphanage, Kazuya Taki, we're getting fucking full names, which also brings up a really good point about, hey, what the fuck? Because, like I said, it lists the full names of everybody that's here. So we got Kazuya Taki, we got Yuri, we got Tobe Tachibana, and Hayato Ichimonji.
One of these things is not like the other.
One of these things just does belong here. What the fuck is Yuri's name?
Yuri's got a last name. Wait, no.
Does she?
No,
Did we
no,
learn it?
she doesn't. She doesn't actually. No, sorry, I'm mixing it up because I saw her. I notice Yuri Amari's names in the credits all the time, and I'm realizing no, actually, they are just those names. The actor has a full name like a real person,
Mm-hmm.
but the characters do not.
Anonymous names exist.
I mean, yeah, fair, I guess. It's just kind of wild to me
Yuri.
that they just, yeah. What's your name, Yuri? What's your last name? Nope.
Shut up.
Don't got one.
Leave me alone.
Hard to
Yeah,
track
don't fucking
this
look
way.
at me.
Wait, what was Mari's last name?
So now
I don't think Mari
whatever
has a
Goro's
last
is.
name. Yeah, I
Oh,
guess
yeah.
whatever Goro's. They did say Goro's full name at some point, don't they? 'Cause actually, don't-
Ishikura.
Yeah, I was gonna
Huh.
say, don't they say Goro's full name in the
One of them.
Trikabuto? That's it. The Trikabuto episode. I knew what episode I was trying to say, but I didn't remember the name of the monster.
Yeah, alright, well then we can at least surmise Mari's last name, but Yuri's got
Poor
nothing.
Yuri. She
Yuri's
still
just
doesn't have a
lone
name.
wolf.
She's
And then
been
there's
around
Minji.
since episode 14, and she still doesn't have a name.
Please, sir. It's Christmas. Can you spare me a last name?
Spare me a last name on Christmas, mister.
I'd spare your last name.
Oh, I'm so cold.
You
Oh,
asked
Buster
for a-
Scrooge.
You asked for a pair of socks last Christmas. You ain't getting a name today.
When'd you get so stingy?
Uh,
There
Buddy
goes
cuts.
Mr. Humbug. There goes Mr. Grim. If there were a prize for being mean, the winner would be him. Anyway.
I don't need a prize. Rumble.
So we
Give you
got
something in a minute.
we got Taki, we got Tachibana, we got Hayato, and we've got Yuri pretending to be Mari, but only in certain angles so as to fuck with you. Hanging out here at this orphanage. I wasn't the only one who had that issue, right?
I didn't even remember her being there, so I don't know.
There you go. Yeah,
I don't
just-
remember Tachibana being there. It sounds like the whole gang went to the
Yeah.
orphanage.
Yeah, it was
Sure
the whole
are.
gang.
Community
yeah,
service.
There were just some shots of this where, like, Yuri looked like Mari at first, and then, like, we got full frontal and was like, no, hey, wait a minute, that's Yuri. Wait, that's the other one. Which also actually brings up a good point, because Goro shows up. Where the fuck is Mari?
Oh, you know.
It is Christmas.
Gotta get her presents
yeah,
too.
She's a little
Yeah.
waiting for her.
On
Speaking
God?
of people looking strange,
I know. Oh, go ahead.
I really don't mean to throw him under the bus,
Oh,
because normally
Are
he
you
looks
about to annihilate
fantastic,
Taki's fit?
but... No. Taki's fit, I could take or leave.
Okay.
I'm not super into it, but whatever. But poor Hayato, I think, recently got a trim and
Oh,
ran out of
yes.
product.
Yeah.
His hair.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh.
It's rough. Hard to look
yeah.
at.
He was not looking fresh to death this episode.
And I feel so bad saying it, because, like, he doesn't look terrible,
No.
but
no, not at
it really makes you realize how much he did before, when suddenly it's gone, and it's like, whoa!
all. Whoa!
Yeah, seriously.
Oh!
It's a
Like, I cannot imagine seeing Hongo with no product.
Impossible.
Yeah.
well, because
Too
Couldn't
The man
intimate.
sweats product.
Yeah.
the man will use
Secretes.
the man will use blood as product if need be. He's
Yeah,
in
I know
a
that
short
too.
supply.
Oh hey, I just looked at something, by the way. I'm sorry to completely derail this. We
No,
have an
please go ahead.
establishing shot that says this is in fact a nursery school.
Ah,
Oh yeah, that's right, we do.
Sorry,
So what the fuck?
I don't know. I guess that's what an orphanage is.
Maybe, yeah, maybe that's just another name for it.
Could be like a weird translation or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's here except Mari.
Yep.
Okay.
oh, it's a preschool.
Even Mari's
Sorry,
younger
I-
brother.
I was, yeah, right.
Like, it's so
See,
weird to
sis.
me that
Wait.
Goro is here, but not his older sister.
Listen, she went where she can't be around
It's-
kids.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look,
bro, it
she's
is
not
Christmas.
appropriate for this episode. It's
Bro.
Christmas. This is supposed to be a
Like,
family episode.
This is Japan.
It is.
It's
Yeah,
Christmas.
this is Japan. It's Christmas. She's out. You know,
Yeah.
this isn't this isn't too much of a family holiday over there.
Yeah, that's fair.
It is a time of romance. And if anybody's going
Romance.
to be getting some, it's
It's
Mari.
Mari.
God damn it. She's going
She's-
to KFC.
Yep.
She's booking herself a date. Been waiting 3 years for this shit.
I am so glad that you brought up the KFC, because I did want to talk about that at some point. But also, you bringing it up in that context just made me think of the fucking... I don't know if anyone here has seen that TF2 animation.
I was trying not to say it, but that is exactly what I was thinking
Yep.
of too.
Yes, I got a bucket of chicken here. You want to do it?
Yeah, okay.
God.
Oh,
Man,
That's
I've
just-
not
that's
thought
Mari.
about- I've not thought about that shit in a million years.
God.
I mean, it's a great animation. If you haven't seen it, go check it out.
it's
I have a question. What's your question, son? I teleported bread.
you what?
You did what?
Oh,
and anyway, trying to get the train back on the tracks.
what train?
For our episode, here we come.
What tracks?
So the gang's all here.
The gravy
They are
train.
helping decorate the Christmas tree for the kids. Kazuya asks the boy,
That feels
Ugh.
weird, doesn't it?
yeah, get that out of my mouth. Taki asks the boy,
Yeah, put that shit in a fucking Word doc and find replace Kazuya
Yeah.
Taki, because I ain't having that.
that was rough. Taki asks the boy what he wants for Christmas as... What a weird... Don't put this kid on blast plot synopsis.
Oh,
It says, Taki asks the boy what he wants for Christmas as if he's been good.
Damn.
What?
Uh,
Synopsis?
Okay, hold
Leave
on.
this
Oh,
orphan
synopsis.
boy alone.
I mean, I get it. It's like a phrasing thing, but also still, it's Taki asks the boy what he wants for Christmas as if he's been good, Santa will bring it. But still,
Yeah,
it's
okay.
like,
Okay, I get
There's
where
a
it's
last bit
coming
of the
from
sentence.
yeah, but if you don't get to that part first, it's just like, as if he's been good. Fuck this kid.
now. You need a comma after that as. He asks him what he wants.
Yeah, that's the
from
problem.
Santa
Is there's no
as, comma,
Yeah.
if he's been good, comma,
Yep.
Santa will bring it to him.
They've got that
Yeah.
second comma. They just don't have the first one.
Mm.
Ugh.
Anyway, the boy responds by saying he wants to meet Kamen Rider more than seeing Santa, with the girl next to him agreeing. Hayato, who is secretly Kamen Rider, I like that he puts this in parentheses as if we don't fucking know at this point, is seen with a reluctant look on his face. But his friend Kazuya promises that Hayato will bring the Kamen Rider here, with Hayato finally agreeing. Yeah, this was very much so a scene of Taki writing a check for Hayato to cash.
Very much so.
My friend Kazuya.
Yeah. Ugh.
Whomst?
I don't know that, man. I don't know Kazuya. Never
I'm
heard of
not
him.
associated with any Kazuyas.
Not except for the Mishima one.
If you call him Kazuya,
No, that
you're a
guy.
cop. I guess it would be Kazuya, but
But yeah, I don't know. I just liked watching Taki be like, oh yeah, fucking Hayato bringing the Kamen Rider, right? And him just giving Hayato a look, and Hayato giving him back a look like, don't fucking put me on blast like this,
little bitch.
Yeah, you motherfucker. Yes, I'll make sure Kamen Rider shows up. Motherfucker, I'll get you.
Looks at
You
the
could-
teacher, a grown woman, which he despises. He can't disappoint
my least
the
favorite
kids.
creature.
Yeah, truly.
Loathsome creature.
He's got to do it for the kids. It's Christmas.
It is Kremblus.
He does like kids.
Yeah, he cares about kids, but he tests women.
There is no heterosexual explanation for this man.
On the list of things that Hayato hates, it starts at Shocker, and then right underneath that is women.
I think that's the end of the list.
Yeah,
You hit
it's
18,
pretty
he hates you.
much
You're dead to him.
dead.
You cease to be a child. You are filth.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's why you can't adopt, because they're under
Yeah.
the threshold.
Taki, there won't be a point where Dad Hayato stops loving me, right? No, actually, there is a very specific age where your father will stop loving
Yeah,
you.
no.
What do you
You
mean?
better get ready. Count the days.
Like,
Yeah,
I'll,
no,
be,
we're
I'll
actually-
still be cool with you, kid. Like, but you just gotta face the facts. He's
Yeah, we're
gonna
getting
fucking
close
kill
to
you.
it, so I was trying to figure out how to tell you. But yeah, you hit 18, and your dad may try to kill you. He might just go after you.
He will, in fact, just. He will, in fact, just look at your report card that you got all A's and all hundreds on, and he'll just kind of sigh and shrug and whatever, and throw it back at you, like,
Like it's garbage.
yeah.
Anyway, now that we're done slandering Hayato,
Is it slander
As-
or just the truth?
a little bit. It is a little bit. The truth is the problem.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Yeah. Anyway.
I mean, we've seen him hate women, but we've seen him generally treat them pretty well.
yeah.
Sometimes through gritted teeth, but
Yeah.
like, look, my favorite example is probably always going to be the woman who came in her wedding dress,
Yeah.
and he was like,
Yeah.
"May
It
you
looked
have
nice."
happiness. You look. Bye."
I don't know. Someone told
Yeah,
me
the reason he
Aquafy,
left
I'd
the
be
room
like,
so
"Okay."
quickly is because he had to throw up.
Anyways, I'm
Anyway.
so sorry.
As they finish the tree, the excited children tell Miss Sane that Kamen Rider is coming to visit them for Christmas instead of Santa. Miss Sane is concerned, asking Hayato
But
and
I want
Kazuya if
presents! What the fuck Kamen Rider gonna do for me? Punch me?
No.
Don't tempt him.
Drop kick.
Yeah,
like-
he
I
does the
love
Rider
the-
kick.
I love the idea of a little kid wishing for, like, Kamen Rider to show up to their house, but specifically for the purpose of squaring up with their parents. Yeah, get his ass, Kamen Rider, get him!
Please beat up
Kill
my
my
dad.
dad!
Make him explode!
Yeah,
I
get
want
him!
I want to see you make him explode in one kick.
Finish him.
God damn it.
Anyway, Misane is concerned, asking Hayato and Kazuya if it is okay to make such a promise. Hayato says he would never do anything to shatter the dreams of children. Kazuya wonders where Kumi is, and Misane says that she came down sick with a fever last night. Ooh-ah. Hayato goes into her room to check on her, and she tells him... I couldn't help it.
It was the complete lack of dedication.
Yep.
Ooh. What?
I see.
The fucking guy from the fucking, what's it called? The Big Fat Quiz Show where they do the hit songs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the man in the newsroom.
Yep. The fucking channel 9 dude. The reports say that the man was down with the sickness. And he had a coughing fit, screaming, ooh, wah, ah, ah, ah. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, Hayato goes into her room to check on her and tells him...
6 minutes in.
Yep. And she tells him a wolfman took her doll, with Hayato at first thinking she is pretending. He says that she should ask Sansa for a new doll, but Kumi gets upset and says there really was a wolfman and thinks that Hayato is calling her a liar like everyone at the orphanage. But Hayato says he believes her, as she knows she doesn't lie to anyone. Kumi asks if Hayato can get her doll back from the wolfman, with Hayato promising to find it for her. He then tucks her into bed and wishes her goodnight. This was a fun conversation because we got child teeth.
I was about to say it.
Ugh.
I was so distracted from this entire conversation.
It was real rough.
This poor kid. Her mouth is a real work in progress.
Yep.
It is. It is, and that's the long and short of it. But boy, did
Yeah.
we get a good look at that work in progress.
Yeah, like truly do not mean to put this girl on blast because she's just a kid going through kid shit. But yeah, her fucking entire grill piece is under construction.
It's better than what I originally thought it was when I first watched the episode.
What did you originally think it was?
I thought that was poor dental hygiene.
Oh no.
It's
Oh,
a little
hopefully not.
yellow,
Yeah,
but
mean,
like
yeah.
I think it's probably just not
It's-
bothering brushing it that much.
it seems
it-
like it could be
It's still
lining.
coming in, and
So,
also
like,
that.
Maybe just a little bit, yeah. But no, this definitely you can see shit coming in. She is a work in progress. We'll get you there eventually, sweetie. You got a couple more of those that need to come out.
She got us
Years later,
she looks the
same.
30 years.
So
It's so bad. Something awful being to this little girl.
she's probably like 65 at this point. It's fine.
I bet her teeth are even worse now.
yeah. Well,
That
or they're
was such a
better because
weird
she
thing
wears
to say.
dentures.
They're the exact same.
Why did I say that?
They're the exact same, actually. It's really fucked up.
Yeah.
She has a tiny baby mouth.
Oh God. Grandma Kumi, what tiny teeth you have.
Oh no.
Have I become a monster yet?
Oh no.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
What, does that mean the wolf is hiding in with small teeth? The wolf man? It's gonna be the wolf man?
No, it's
Oh no!
Oh shit.
That would have been a fun twist.
That would have been a fun
That
twist.
would have been real weird, but yeah.
Speaking of fun twists,
Yeah?
yeah. So I was like, should I ask her for what they said?
I don't remember what I was saying.
That's fair.
It's too much.
Anyway, speaking of fun twists, at the hidden chakra base, Colonel Zol realizes that the doll didn't belong to the dead man after examining it, as the doll looks old and worn. He then orders one of his men to give him the shoe they found. He examines it and finds the name Kumiko Hayase on it, as it is the name of the That doesn't sound... Is that right?
I believe so.
No. What
I
it says
think-
here in the... It doesn't specify. It says that that's the name of the orphanage.
They do have the name of the orphanage in the shoe.
Wakakusa
Oh, okay.
Nursery School.
I'm sorry. It's as is the name of the orphanage. Reading comprehension is.
Yeah,
He realizes this means that there was a witness to last night to their capture of the werewolf and the disposal of the corpse. I personally just really liked the scene. I liked having a scene of Colonel Zoll basically going, "Oh shit, I fucked up."
I'm an idiot. Oh no, we gotta kill this kid.
Yeah, I think that's probably why I like the scene the most, is because he literally has no one else to blame but himself. It is quite truly just like, shit, I fucked up big time. Oh no, guys, get the van. We gotta go. There's an orphan we have to go murder, like, right now. And murder that orphan we shall, but not yet. First, we have to go watch Hayato and Taki. Fucking put that shit back. Damn.
Colonel Soul has long fingernails.
Yeah,
That
well.
he's evil.
Yeah, 'cause you can see it under the glove. There you go.
Yeah, one of those one of those days where you didn't cut him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had to do this Wolfman virus thing. He's been busy.
Just
Hasn't
take
had
out
time
the
to properly
clippers.
groom. Yeah. Anyway, we got Hayato and Taki. They are at the underpass of the bridge where Kumi lost her doll, looking for it. Kazuya asks Hayato if he really believes her story about a wolfman, with Hayato saying he believes it because it comes from a child. He also mentions that a police report was made that 2 men went missing in the area. Kazuya thinks this is pointless, but Hayato spots something, the shoe of the dead victim. This confirms Hayato's theory that Kumi was a witness to something, and her fever and illness was stress-induced. A policeman walks by and inquires what the two are doing there, with the two saying they are looking for a missing doll for a little girl. The policeman says he hasn't seen any doll, and they are not permitted to be here. Hayato and Kazuya apologize and give up the search, leaving on their motorcycles. After they leave, the policeman is revealed to be Colonel Zoll in disguise, who now has information on the doll and the fact that Kamen Rider is now involved.
Incredible.
Disguise is incredibly kind because this cop is just Zoll without his mustache.
Shaved off his
My
And
notes
two, and
mustache,
two eyes.
put
Yeah,
on
and just
some
2
John
eyes.
Lennon sunglasses, and that's it.
Man,
Yeah.
I wish
notes
he had
read
those John
Field
Lennon
Soul.
sunglasses.
They're close.
That would have been funnier if they were just
That
like
would have been
fully
really good.
reflective. Hello, Peter. Just it's me, Peeled Soul.
Yeah, fucking peeled Zoll.
It's
I
really
was-
funny too because the reveal is him like walking behind a pillar and he comes out in his regular Colonel Soul costume. It's very
Yep.
silly.
Full Nazi uniform and everything.
Yeah,
Mustache is back. Eye patch. Crop, obviously.
Obviously.
I mean, like the
Obviously.
silhouette of the outfit was still the same. It felt like he he used a palette swap on himself as a
Yeah,
disguise.
really.
The only thing he was missing is the cravat.
Yeah.
His Nazi cravat.
It was a fucking Colonel Zoll DLC costume.
Yeah, right? Like, they still had to keep the silhouette the same for PvP. But,
Right. But look, now he's a cop.
yeah. Like all Nazis. Anyways.
Anyway, let's go kidnap a kid. At the orphanage, Miss Sane is dozed off looking after Kumi, and then wakes up to check on the other children. She notices a door she thought she had closed is open and goes in to check, only to be captured by Shocker Combat Man and interrogated about where Kumi is. Miss Sane tricks the Combat Man and tries to escape, but the werewolf is there waiting for her. Miss Sane faints, and the werewolf abducts Kumi from her bed. Before he can leave with her, Hayato and Kazuya arrive, and upon seeing him know that Kumi was right all along.
I love the kidnapping scene.
Yeah.
Because she's in this very noisy, very unhidden struggle in the
Mhm.
middle of the collective sleeping children.
Yeah, there's
And they
there
just-
looks
there's
to be
nothing
like
happening.
3 or 4 sleeping kids in the background.
It's
And
just
there's
like
just
fuck.
Not a peep.
Sensei, keep it down. Get murdered quieter. We're sleeping.
Yeah, come on. If I don't get to bed, Santa won't come.
You kids said you didn't want Santa. Wake up and help me.
Yeah, do like the Kamen Rider would do. Come
Throw
save your
hands.
fucking teacher. I just really like watching the Wolfman kidnap Kumi. There's just something about the energy of those shots that's really good. Oh. Just watching them waltz in like, yeah, go and pick me up a little something for the road. Just scooping up this little girl, blanket and all.
Yeah.
It's like
Which
when,
becomes
Picking a blanket.
relevant.
when you want to pick up a cat, but they're on a blanket, so you just pick up the blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ah.
Scoops.
Haagen-Dazs.
Absolute Haagen-Dazs shit. Where did I leave off? Kumi was already all on. They realize that the so-called Wolfman is in fact a shocker cyborg. The Wolfman threatens to kill the child if they come closer, but Hayato laughs at him and says Wolfman must have terrible eyesight. My, what bad eyes you have, Grandma. All the better to see you with. Psych. Wolfman undoes the blanket and it's revealed to be Goro, Yuri's little brother. Wait, nope, that's not right.
What?
Wait a minute.
Wait,
What is this
Wait a
revisionist
minute.
history?
Huh?
Have we been wrong the whole time, or are they wrong?
If we are wrong, we are only wrong because an earlier plot synopsis thing was wrong.
Oh no! Conflicting accounts!
Are they all related?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't thi-
Nah.
I mean, that
I
is a
think this person
distinct
just got it
possibility.
fucking wrong.
Yeah, it's possible. Truly, who is to say?
You know, given the character interactions up to this point, I'm going to assume this one is wrong.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. Because it wouldn't really make sense otherwise, with some of the stuff that's happened. Anyway, Goro, Mari's older brother, who teases the Wolfman and then escapes his grasp. Hayato asks Wolfman why the cyborg is targeting a child, but the Wolfman calls for his Shocker Combat Man to come attack the three. Kazuya fends off some combat men while getting to him motorcycle. That is just what that says. With Goro, and then rides
You get
off
to
to
him
safety.
motorcycle.
Yeah, him get to him motorcycle.
You go very fast.
He motorcycle too big for him goddamn feet.
I love the fight scene because there's a great little bit where Taki has to do a cool flip kick off a
Yeah.
guy, and it's just so. There's literally no explanation outside of this shocker grunt just decided to post up for him
Yep.
for an acrobatic maneuver because he should at that angle. It's just like he's got to be letting him.
He truly has to be, yeah. It's, hey, when
It's
someone
not the
wants to do a cool flip kick, you post for him. Doesn't matter
Yeah.
if he's your enemy or your ally.
It's not the first and will definitely not be the last time something
No.
like this happens, but some reason this specific one tickled me.
I think
It was
it's just
very
because of
clear.
yeah, how obvious of a just like, hey, post for me on this it is. It's like watching an indie wrestling match.
Right.
Like truly is just like, hey, fucking jump here, thank you.
Logic? Fuck it.
We're trying to
kick.
do cool clips. Yeah, we're trying to do cool flips and kicks and shit. Don't worry about Logic. Don't even know her. Anyway,
Get to,
I mean,
to the laser wolf. Or-
Next,
did the
It- they-
synopsis
next shot.
mention that?
it doesn't. Unfortunately, it does like talk a little bit about the fight, but it doesn't specifically mention Laser Wolf. So we can just talk about the rest of
Yeah,
the
let's-
fight.
Yeah.
Is this the fight that? No. I'm sorry. It's the later Wolfman fight that has all of the like acrobatic throwing stuff.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, no, the big thing with this fight was just Laser Wolf, which was, you don't even see an object in his hand, so I don't know how he did this, but like, the Wolfman, like, goes up a set of stairs, and he starts, like, firing, like, shots of some kind at Kamen Rider. In my notes, I
Pink
put Wolfman with the
lasers.
9.
Yeah, fucking freaking laser beams on this wolf.
Yeah, is that fucking Wolfman with freaking laser beams attached to his head?
When did the first Star Wars come out?
That's a great question. When did the first Star Wars come out?
77.
77. Okay, well, this got their blasters 6 years before.
Yeah,
Kind of.
really.
I believe
Yeah,
Star Wars
like-
ripped off Kamen Rider.
I believe it. They ripped off like 5 other Japanese properties, so why not?
Yeah, that's true.
George Lucas got it right this time. It's just like, just looks at this Wolfman and is like, damn, a fascist with lasers? I could work with this.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
think we're onto something.
Yeah. Hey, write this down. What if a fascist had a laser gun? Wouldn't that be fucked up?
And then a man fights him with a sword.
Well,
George.
hey, while you're just
So
writing down
much.
my thoughts, if 2 astronauts were on the moon and one of them killed the other one with a rock, would that be fucked up or what?
Sure, George.
The other significant thing, at least for me, was this is the fight where we have an air clash and fucking Wolfman like air parries the goddamn rider kick.
Oh, yeah. it Just grabs
Yeah,
him.
holy shit. Just Daigo. Just
Absolutely, yeah.
Evo moments. Wolfman.
Yeah, Evo moment number 1. Like 20 years before Evo was even a thing.
Exactly. Number -1.
Yeah. The fucking Wolfman rider kick parry. Let's go Hayato!
If you've ever played Bloodborne and you just parried like a jumping attack and they just fall like right directly down, this is what happened.
Yeah, pretty much. I one other thing we didn't talk about, but I did also just appreciate, is when Hayato does go to interrogate the Wolfman, because he's like, "Why are you trying to kill or kidnap a kid, Wolfman?" He's like, "Don't fucking worry about that. I'm more concerned with killing you now, motherfucker." And he just springs into action. Just, you know what? The kid doesn't matter now. Hayato's here and I'm going to murder him. He's an executive Wolfman, and I appreciate that.
But then he escapes.
Yep, he makes it out. He yells at Kamen Rider that the next time they fight will be the last, because he's going to kill him. And we jump to the next scene where Kumi is safe at the Tachibana Racing Club playing cards with Goro and Hayato. Tobei says this is all thanks to Hayato's faith in children that Kumi is safe. Taki is infuriated that Shocker would try to kill a child just for stumbling onto them by accident, as if they haven't tried that shit before. And Kumi says she overheard Zol say Wolfman was just a test subject, as she heard everything that went on, but was so scared she couldn't move until they left. Tobei and Taki... It's just like seeing it throws me off is the thing. And so I have to try to actively adjust in my brain. Because I don't want to say it because it sounds so bad in my mouth. It feels so weird.
Like sad.
Truly.
Don't eat sand.
Don't eat sand, y'all. Or glass.
Or dirt.
Put some respect on our man Tachibana.
Yeah.
Respect the name.
Have we gotten to the point in the synopsis I spaced a little with the FBI communication?
We are actually
next
just
scene.
about to get to
Okay.
that. Yeah, it's like the
'Cause
next...
this is the thing I mentioned a little while ago.
So yeah, Tachibana and Taki ask her if there was anything else important that might help, and she tells them she heard the words Operation Wolf being spoken. Yuri gets a coded transmission from FBI's New York branch. Taki listens to it and says it is intel about an intercepted decrypted cipher from Shocker about Operation Wolf. A Shocker commander will appear at the Tanazawa district at precisely 1 p.m. Taki's superiors order him to investigate, and Hayato decides to accompany him.
fucking Yuri, civilian Yuri,
Yeah.
is just on the radio and answers the FBI radio call with her big ass headphones on this giant ham radio. It's
Yep.
just like, hello, moshi moshi, hello. Oh yeah, I'll get him.
Taki, it's for you. It's the
Taki,
FBI.
it's for you.
Yeah, you know, the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Your
In
employer.
America.
Yeah.
I don't.
Anyway, they want to talk to you.
I don't think Mari would know what FBI stood for.
That's Yuri.
Yeah, I don't think
Yuri
Mari or
answered.
Yuri. Either of them.
Don't worry
You
about
really
it.
think
Just-
Yuri knows what FBI stands for?
Just can't even
I
spell
may have
it.
space. Don't worry.
Spell it.
I may have rewritten Yuri as Mari in my brain for this particular set of
Yeah,
sentences.
Goro's sister.
Yeah, girl's sister. Yuri.
Yari.
Yari.
Yaris.
Yeah. I will give Yari at least that she could probably spell FBI. I do not think Mari would be able to spell FBI.
There's a C in there.
I think she'd get stuck on the F.
Yeah, well, you and me both, girl.
What does F stand for? Gosh dang it.
Well, a couple of things.
I'm sure she could think of a few things.
Yeah.
You're seriously telling me that this is okay to say on TV? Dang.
That would absolutely be a Mari line.
You can't say that on television.
You truly can't.
That sounds like kind of a fun, like, sitcom idea. Just this young woman is the main character, and she is just thirsty beyond all belief. This is like the southern desert drought, and everyone around her is just constantly exasperated, and her gimmick is that she's constantly breaking the fourth wall because she's wanting to or believing that she is intended to make really raunchy jokes, but she has to turn to the camera and be like, am I allowed to say this?
You know, up until the meta aspect of the sitcom, you were just describing Golden Girls.
That's fair.
I've never seen Golden
This is
Girls.
just-
Are they really that?
Oh, yeah.
This is just
Thirsty?
Blanche.
Oh, yeah.
This is just
Yeah.
Blanche of Golden Girls, who is just the whole gimmick is that she is very horny, and everyone is
My
very
goodness.
tired of it.
Yeah. Blanche is a delight.
Golden Girls fucking rules.
It's so good.
I just want to put this down on the podcast right now.
That's
Golden
fair.
Girls, one of the best shows ever.
Yeah, cards on the table, y'all.
I don't think I've seen, like, any of it either.
Well,
I don't
you
know.
have to start a Golden
It's-
Girls
if
podcast.
You got certain, yeah, it's time to go. It will be a lot shorter than the fucking Kamen Rider podcast. I'll tell you that. Actually,
Yeah,
it's
at
would-
least.
no, it wouldn't. I think it would be as long.
Probably.
It's probably at least 98 episodes of Golden Girls out there.
I believe that.
Thank you for being a friend. That
Oh,
was, I
geez,
just wanted-
180. Okay.
Oh,
Golden Girls sure is a fucking good show. Anyways, let's keep going.
yeah.
It's helicopter time. We rented a helicopter.
Hell yeah, we'll rent a helicopter for this episode.
It's Christmas. We got our Christmas bonuses. We're gonna blow it on helicopters. And
Hell
we're
yeah.
also gonna
Gross,
use it on
same.
the show because we already have one.
Heck yeah.
At a field in Tanazawa district at 1 p.m., a helicopter prepares to land, and the car is waiting for the shocker commander. Taki and Hayato stake out the site from a distance as the shocker commander gets out of the helicopter. Then, weird wording on this. Yeah. Here's the thing. What I am about to say is all one sentence.
Oh, good. I love a good run-on.
Kazuya and Hayato stake out the site from a distance as the shocker commander gets out of the helicopter, then go to capture him to get information about Operation Wolf.
Yeah,
Period.
Broken that up.
Yeah.
I think if you put a comma before that, then it's fine.
Yeah, like that's fine, but yeah, I don't know if I feel like the middle school English teacher would probably tell you to just start a new sentence. Maybe halfway through that.
It's just kind of weird to read, especially out loud.
As someone who writes very long sentences. rock on, I guess. Screw the middle school teachers!
Yeah.
Fuck the system!
Yeah, fuck the system.
Just throw more commas in there, it's fine!
Were you also one of those students who, when told to say, or when told to have a specific number of sentences in your paragraphs, found it very challenging because you have like a 200-word paragraph and it's like 3 sentences long?
Yeah, why the heck would they do that? Why isn't there a word count for paragraphs instead? That makes way more sense.
That's fair, yeah.
Like,
They aren't thinking.
I just use semicolons sometimes. Sorry. Ugh.
Well, don't. You're not supposed to be smart enough to do that yet.
It's a 9th grade AP English class. What are you talking about? Or honors English.
Well, yeah, but they still think you're stupid. Because, you know, that's the way our school system works. They just kind of assume everyone's stupid.
I mean, they're trying to support everybody, which means they need to make sure that the people who struggle more get the support they need. So it's better to assume a baseline, I suppose.
Yeah,
if
that's
you
fair.
if you have to push everyone through the same cookie mold,
Yeah.
it's better to make one that's generous.
I just want to, before we get back on topic, I just really want to tell everybody something that's really stuck in my mind. It's
Yes,
just
with it.
that
Mhm.
first day of class in my AP English of senior year, my teacher asked the class, "Why are you here?" And when everyone just kind of shrugged of like, "Why are we in this class instead of an easier one?" He basically called us all masochists, and that was the energy going forward for the rest of the semester. It's really good. Love that guy.
Amazing.
What?
If you don't know why you're here, then you're a glutton for punishment, and I intend to dole it out. Get ready,
You know,
motherfucker.
English teachers are just kind of weird sometimes.
English teachers
I-
are built different.
I had an English teacher for, she actually taught a couple different grades when I was in high school, so I had her for 2 years. But essentially, she kind of, I guess for whatever reason, said this both years. I guess because it's just a consistency in her own personal philosophy. But she, for some reason, just very casually wanted us all to know that on her 40th birthday, she was in fact going to kill herself.
Oh, Jesus.
And we were all, like, unsure how to handle that every single time, obviously.
Yeah, that's fair.
That is a
Spoilers, she was in her 30s. It has passed. She has not.
okay. Good.
Okay, well,
Well, you're
that's a positive at least.
It was, I think, intended to be a dumb joke about her not wanting to get old, but I don't think she realizes that that's, like, really not an okay joke to make to a room full of 14-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like at least.
Yeah, that's a college level joke.
Yeah. Even so.
Well, but at least there'll be a couple of college kids that'll be like, same.
Yeah.
Or R40.
Yeah. So they will
Yeah.
also be like, same.
Yeah. I feel it. You made the right decision.
Yeah.
I guess on a lighter note about English teachers and being weird, if you will recall the story I told on the last recording about the teacher who threatened to scissor kick any students who were caught cheating, that also happened to be one of our English teachers at the school.
Dang, I would have pegged them for a math teacher.
Nope, it was an English teacher specifically.
Because math teachers are like 0 to 100. Like they always have like a particular powerful energy, but it's either they're kind of like hard asses or like they're ready to take you down
Yeah.
at a moment's notice.
To be fair, I feel like that also might have been a product of our environment, because at least I don't know where you specifically went to high school, B, but I know in my high school, like thinking back on it, at least every math teacher I interacted with, and most of the math teachers that I saw at the school, now that I'm thinking about it in hindsight, were Mexican. We had like, I know there was like a white guy who was like the statistics teacher. But
most of mine,
yeah,
I think a slight majority of mine were white.
Huh. Guess that was just my. Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm like just now thinking. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, all my teachers were Mexican for math, and just specifically math.
I think it's more so about the math making them crazy.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
I feel like my 5th grade math teacher should have retired like 2 years before she probably did.
She's just very old?
No, she was very done with kids. She was like, God, like, I think she even said, like, you guys make me want to retire. Like,
well,
what are you, like a tired mom?
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, teaching be like that sometimes.
Teaching do
Keep
be like
asking
that
if we were on
sometimes.
crack.
I had a math teacher who made it a classroom rule that we weren't allowed to say bless you after someone sneezed.
Why?
Yeah,
She just found it
fuck 'em.
so annoying.
Let him die.
Yeah.
I think she just thought it was like the most annoying thing in the world.
What a
Was
what a
it-
weirdly specific classroom
Was
rule.
it specifically the words "bless you," or could you be?
Yeah, could you say Gesundheit?
Gesundheit, whatever, it doesn't matter. She just didn't want people
Could you?
Don't acknowledge him.
addressing people
Don't
after
acknowledge
they
'em.
sneezed.
So you couldn't just look over at the person who sneezed and say, "Ah, you suck." Like that would also be unacceptable.
Probably if everybody did it or if you did it consistently.
I think she would probably.
Even in a polite, excuse you,
Yeah,
man.
she hated it.
Yeah, no,
What if somebody
exactly.
Farted. Does she treat it the same way?
I don't know. Let me get a time machine and try it out.
Yeah. Let me just
rip it.
Let me run in there real quick.
You know, I do regret not misbehaving more in school in hindsight.
Yeah. Let's be a time machine so they can be a little fucking hell
Sweet.
gremlin.
Yeah, so we're gonna fuck up the space
Tired of
time
being
and
nice.
continue.
Would they still be the same age as they are, just in school yet, or would it also like reverse them?
I don't know.
Whichever
but I
option's
feel like
funnier.
maybe it'd be inspiring to my younger self to see me time displaced as an adult, just come back into the classroom and just look at myself and be like, "Hey, check this out!" Just rip one.
Yeah, just fucking rip ass.
In the future,
my
you're
lord.
going to talk about shows from the 1970s for hours on end, and hopefully.
No, you're not. You're gonna
for
talk
fun.
about time travel.
Yeah, you're gonna talk about time
You're
travel.
gonna
When
time
you're
travel
supposed to be
and
talking about
farting.
shows from the 70s. How y'all doing, audience? You liking the energy of this episode? We fucking
I'm
warned
so
you.
sorry.
Hey,
I'm so sorry. We should talk about
No,
helicopters.
it's fine.
It is helicopter time.
It do be helicopter time.
Yeah, we're flying out of the ballpark of what we're supposed to
Fly
talk
away
about.
from this conversation.
Look, I've
Back
looked
into
at
the
the
show.
analytics. People watch on average
Mhm.
9 minutes of this. It's fine. No one's listening.
That's fair.
They go
Hopefully
for the
it's
kill.
these 9
it's,
minutes.
It's the kill count, and they just turn it off.
Yep. Smart. Honestly, the best play.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Uh.
I think it took us like 16 minutes to get to the kill count today, so maybe that average will go up. Who's to say?
Did it really take that long? Who knows? We'll see.
Something like that. I'm sorry. I forgot that I made Beast sing it.
Yeah, that's
Very poorly.
fair.
Ugh.
Anyway, back to the plot thing.
My plot.
Taki and Hayato take out the guards, but the commander flees before the two can get to him. Hayato uses his cyborg super strength to grab onto the helicopter and then climb up, knocking out the commander and the pilot.
Correct,
Sure.
but funny that you pointed out.
Yeah. The helicopter crashes and explodes after Hayato jumps out, and Kazuya helps him up.
It's this helicopter fight scene was so fucking good.
Yeah, I feel let's go ahead and get into it a little bit, because also we didn't get into the reveal of our shocker commander when he lands, and the great note, yeah, that everyone got to put. We got just a regular white dude for this one.
It's been so long.
It's been a grip since we last had just a white dude.
And we got a collection of them later.
Yeah. But yeah, this guy, he comes down, he's got a briefcase, he gets beaten up. This is where I wanted to bring up the I forget how we even mentioned it now because it's been so long since we talked about it with the last episode. But like things, kind of getting away from the special effects team a little bit, because they obviously use like a toy helicopter in order to stimulate the crash and the explosion therein. And when they do it in the episode, the take they had to use, I guess, like, you see they crash the helicopter and then it bounces.
Yeah.
And so you see right before, like, there's a cut right before the explosion where you see they had to move the helicopter back to where it was supposed to be.
It's delightful.
Couldn't have
It's
snipped
so
it
good.
like just a little earlier, huh, guys?
Nope.
Couldn't
No,
have cut
it's
that.
it's Christmas. It is literally
It's
Christmas.
literally
Yes.
Christmas.
We gotta get this episode out and go back to our families.
Yeah. It was, oh god, it was just, truly nothing was more fun than watching that helicopter bounce and then have to be moved back to be
The
at the
fight
right
scene-
spot.
The fight scene on the helicopter was also delightful too.
Yeah.
Because it's this constant tug of war as Hayato is stunting up a helicopter, which I'm pretty sure is just a real helicopter flying
Yeah.
away. Like he grabs onto the bar on the bottom and just starts going, and then he's from there. Once they're in the air and up close in the cockpit, it's clearly not real, but it's still very impressive for the time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he gets in this whole scuffle with the commander, man. They're
Mhm.
getting in this whole, like, give me back, no, I don't want, give me the, and
Yeah,
they're
the
getting
fucking
that
briefcase.
case,
Yeah, they're fighting over the briefcase.
and he yanks it out of his hands and just chucks it to the ground. We're talking to Collect, and messes him up, and then the pilot is just a shocker goon.
Yep. It's just a dude.
Who he hits with, like, the fucking 3-point palm exploding heart technique.
Yeah!
And
He's
the
just like,
guy
"Bah, bah,
doesn't.
bah."
Every hit, this man is not reacting.
So
He
it's
hits
not
him
even-
3 times, and he stonewalls it, and then falls forward.
it's not even the hits. He Hayato jumps into the plane, punches the other guy, the passenger in the pilot seat, and then the pilot does not turn around at
Nope.
all. Doesn't
No,
look.
he's not
Doesn't
looking
react.
whatsoever. He doesn't react
Very
to a
devoted.
single thing that is happening.
It's like he's wearing mental horse blinders.
You're saying-
I gotta fly this helicopter.
Just fly
I
the
gotta-
helicopter. Just fly the
This
helicopter.
takes a lot of focus.
We were talking
Truly
about-
tunnel visioned on flying the helicopter.
We were talking about
Bop,
school.
bop,
That's how
bop.
I got through it.
Kinda same.
Yeah, fair.
But what's in this briefcase?
Listen.
Oh, what's in this briefcase indeed? Okay, we gotta get into it. So yeah,
Special things.
Hayato jumps out of the helicopter and they get to the briefcase. Taki then shows him a briefcase. No, wait, what? This says Taki shows him a briefcase he found in the car. We know that's not right. Please ignore this.
This guy wasn't paying attention.
Truly.
Fucking Goro is Yuri's brother.
Well, he does get what's in the briefcase right.
Well,
As he
it's-
says, it contains a KKK-like robe and mask and a formal masquerade party invitation from
Sure
Shocker
does.
to celebrate the start of Operation Wolf.
We don't get
There's
that
no
re-
point in beating around the bush with this.
There's no
we don't
point.
get that reveal for a little bit because it starts with them just going like, "Oh, it is a shock. You were formally invited to a Shocker Christmas costume
You are
party."
cordially invited to the Shaka Christmas party. Please
Yeah.
come in costume.
We hope you will RSVP.
And then I feel like it just hard cuts to them in the disguise, and it's a fucking KKK outfit.
Yeah.
It just has a red hood. That's the
Yeah.
only difference.
Mer-
White robe, red hood.
Merry KK Christmas.
My notes read in order of getting the invitation as Shake said, the reveal comes after that. Getting the invitation to getting to the party, my notes read, I love costume parties. I hate the Christmas wizard.
I think my only note for this was just KKK, fuck yeah.
What?
It's a real nice return to form, truly.
It's really
these
good.
folks.
Yeah.
A little
It was-
reminder
I
of
have-
what we're dealing with.
One more important note aesthetically for this scene before we get on to any other plot, and is that Zol got the wings,
Ooh.
Oh,
the
yeah.
glitter.
Yes.
He's
I
looking
also
so
had a note
pretty.
on that. I was like, Zol did his makeup? Get it, girl?
On one eye.
On the one eye.
On the eye.
Zol was looking good. He got the wingtips with the
Yeah.
glitter. Damn, girl.
Mascara.
Sharp
with the
enough to
wingtips.
slay.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Which, I mean, in hindsight, now that I think about it, it makes what Shakes was talking about at the end of this episode even worse. Got all gussied up, and they do him like this.
I've
What's
seen
This is his last hurrah.
yeah,
He had the
perhaps.
nails- he had the nails under the gloves, too. We just couldn't see.
Yep. And if you were wondering, yes, he was wearing the Gucci boots.
The suit, Armani.
Yeah. The belt, Versace.
Zol, no, it's Louis Vuitton. Zol was banned from the Gucci store.
For having too much money.
Banned.
They got a Gucci, Louis, 3-bar logo. This is like a goddamn flex. God, I love that Vine. I haven't watched that Vine in a long time, but it's a personal favorite. Getting back to the plot, this just says they drive the car around until they're stopped by a patrol of Shocker combat men. Let's just go with that.
Sure, whatever.
Sure.
I do like the idea of them just kind of meandering about Japan with one of them in the backseat in this outfit until they get stopped. One of them in robe disguise asks, wait a minute, this is what, I guess? Okay, that's fair. One of them in robe disguise asks where the party is located. The combat men ask for his invite as identification, then escort him to the hidden Shocker base. Once inside, the guests of the party stand around the table with a candlelit banquet as Colonel Zoll greets them. This also is where we get to see our Shocker mural, which was fucking dope.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good ass wolf mural
The fucking wolf mural. With the
glowing eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking like a
Standing on
fucking
Pride Rock.
2000s meme.
It's rad.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
We do pull out of that painting to see a whole group of KKK dudes.
Yeah.
The Christmas wizards have gathered around the 3 Christmas geese,
Yeah.
symbolizing all 3 Ks, I can only assume.
Truly.
I don't know what it is, honestly. It does look like 3 chickens
Or
on a
something.
bed of salad?
Yeah.
Question mark.
I think it's just like a big leaf for like
I
visual.
found this leaf outside.
Yeah.
Massive
Well, you
banana
know,
leaf.
yeah, you put dinner on a big old banana leaf and it looks pretty.
As you do.
As you do.
As you do for goddamn
Your Nazi Christmas.
Christmas.
Christmas wizards.
I hate this Christmas lizard.
I hate how funny it is.
Yeah. I think that's really truly the worst part is it's fucking hysterical. Watching all of these people in fucking KKK get up around this candlelit dinner in this fucking shiny hidden base with a wolf mural on the back.
And they're
amazing.
Christmas colored KKK uniforms.
Yeah, fucking red hoods with the white cape.
Just
Looking like Christmas candles.
There's one
Truly
Shocker
incredible.
agent who's not in anything, so he's still on guard duty, like he wasn't invited to the party, and he's just
Yeah.
Poor little guy.
screw him.
But Christmas is for everyone.
Shut up! Anyway, going forward, Zol says that the foolish humans are celebrating Christmas today, but if Operation Wolf is a success, it will be the last Christmas the human race will ever celebrate.
Sir, I thought we were humans.
Are you? This sucks for you.
Not for long.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I
you
mean...
might want to get the shocker real quick if you know what I mean.
I didn't really, notice... I mean, does this mean that Shocker considers themselves non-human, or is this setting up the reveal?
It might. I can't
tell anymore.
I think it was just supposed to be like when they say the humans, they just meant like the rest of humanity. And I mean, to be fair, Shocker is largely cyborgs.
I guess so.
I guess, I mean, we established way long ago in the early episodes that the plan was to rule the world with cyborgs, and then the ruler of Shocker would be the ruler of the cyborgs, and thus the ruler of the world.
Yeah.
What if they're admitting that they've relinquished their humanity by being fascist Nazis?
Whoa.
I don't think they're that self-aware is the thing.
I wish they were.
We all do.
I don't know, something about the self-awareness of just being a complete asshole sometimes makes it really satisfying to see them get torn down.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Speaking of people getting torn down.
Yeah, if Operation Wolf is a success, it will be the last Christmas the human race will ever celebrate, as the world will belong to Shocker. He also says that as a Christmas present, he will finally rid Shocker of Kamen Rider and his ally FBI
Cursed
FBI agent Kazuya Taki.
F by you.
I've never in my life gotten fucking Typo in the group chat get his ass in real life with speaking words, but there it was.
With speaking words, we got you.
With speaking words, yeah, truly. I
I
stumbled over a
shocked we
word
never
and I got fucking annihilated.
He means out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
in speech.
I'm shocked.
I guess I'm better at words normally.
He can't say that.
That's fair.
He can't defend himself. He can't. I fucked that up
Inserts
anyways.
a voice clip.
If he
Yeah,
inserts a
right
voice
here.
clip, I don't know how I'll react, I'll be honest.
We're
I'd be
all
interested to see
looking
if
at
we'll
you.
do it.
Words.
Yeah.
Do it.
Or eyeball
Do
on
it, you coward.
Fucking slime.
Establish your supremacy.
His
Do it,
fat's
you won't.
better at you.
I'll do it on short. I'll do it right now. I'll fucking hold on.
Yeah.
We have a podcast
No,
to
not
record.
at
I got challenged.
We don't have a podcast. We have 3 hours and a half of faffing.
You were not challenged. You were baited. We have to keep going.
Look, I took the G Fuel L loss. You know.
Yeah, if I don't do this, I will be forever taunted.
Fucking debated.
Please.
I will be the clown of podcasting. Anyway,
We've established
What
who
are we
that is.
now?
yeah, we're already the clowns of podcasting. Let's keep going.
our 4-hour podcast that consists of half time just faffing about.
Truly.
I'm pretty sure we've well established our buffoonery at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, I will say though, I know I'm biased. It is kind of my favorite part of the podcast.
It is a lot of
like,
fun.
Re-listening to it is just like, damn, that was fun. We actually did jokes that made me laugh. Whether
Yeah.
that translates to other people, I don't know. But
At least someone's listening.
Yeah,
oh yeah, I gotta listen to it before I put it up.
gotta do QA. Okay, going forward. Zol knows of the fact that the two came in disguise and demands that the guests remove their masks and robes. All but one obey his demand. Pleased with his craftiness, Zol gloats over Hayato that the cipher they sent was fake and the party was a trap. Zol orders his men to find the driver and capture him, thinking that it's Taki. But it turns out that the man behind the robe is Taki. Zol interrogates him as to where Hayato is, and Taki reveals that he is in the storeroom to dispose of the wolf virus before fleeing. Taki meets up with Hayato, who says the detonator charges are set, and they run out of the base with Combat Man pursuit. Before Zol can get to them, the commanders try to protect the wolf virus, only to be hit by the explosion and for the base to collapse in the fireball. This was a fun bit. Also, we got more white guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Just a whole contingent of white dudes taking off their KKK uniforms to reveal their Nazi uniforms.
Mostly similar haircuts and stuff. But there was one dude who they clearly just pulled from the white extras pile who was very much rocking some 70s hair.
Hell yeah.
It was a little longer, it was curly.
He was looking good.
He was
Very appreciated.
in Japan on vacation.
My man was finna go out.
Yeah. You know that dude slipped on some bell bottoms right after the shoot.
Hell yeah.
Started skating away.
On the thin ice of a new day.
Yeah.
This whole bit was just kind of fun with fucking Zol with his wingtips, feeling all smug and confident. Like, all right, we got your ass, fucking Hayato. Take off your dumbass disguise and somebody go get Taki. And Taki just taking off the disguise and being like, you're a fucking idiot. Anyway, Hayato's blowing up your shit right now, dog.
I'm the one who always disguises. Where have you been, Soul?
So many failed infiltrations you should face.
They
Like,
used
seriously.
this failed infiltration as a decoy. It's
They really
amazing.
did. They like truly that seems like how it went, because like that I feel like that's the energy is Zol rolling up. Like, they'd never be so stupid as to send Taki for something as important as this. I've got Hayato in the bag now. only for
Surprise.
Taki to be like, what's up? We knew how stupid you guys are.
Hey, it's me, the second banana.
Yeah.
Gonna get your ass.
Anyway, how's your wolf virus? Pretty exploded, it looks like.
Ooh, damn, that's gonna be rough.
Yeah. Hope you had backups. Anyway, see ya.
Everyone's dead.
I do believe doesn't Taki also scuff some Jordans and like throw his KKK robe over his soul and just
Oh yeah.
it
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a fucking prankster.
Absolutely. Yes.
Little rascal shit.
Yes, absolutely. Little rascal shit from fucking Taki. It's great.
But yes, all the commanders dead in a base explosion.
Huzzah.
Except-
Well, yeah, except, yeah, we'll get
Who's
to
that? Who's that? Whose music is that?
By God! The Edge is back! On this day, I see clearly.
I mean, Zol is coming up to ask that if we think we know him.
Yeah, truly. Taki emerges out first and calls for Hayato, but is then attacked by a squad of combat men that he fights off. Hayato calls to him and goes to try and help, only for Colonel Zol to stop him. At first, Hayato thinks he will send his lackey werewolf to do his dirty work, but Zol decides to deal with him personally by changing into a cyborg form, Golden Wolf Man. I didn't know if that was actually what it was called, but that's what they said here, and I fucking love that.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
fucking sick. Like this is the part where I was just like wigging out.
Yes.
Because it was just like, hey, by the way, Zol has a henshin.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, my notes for this and the next part that we were about to get into, because this is where I started marking out. My notes are just the fucking prestige and then chest missiles.
He really does have them.
Yep. Zol then fires this says he fires projectiles from his claws. They looked like chest missiles to me.
I think either works.
Got him up real. He got his hands up to his
Oh
chest.
God! Oh no!
Push, push, push.
He really is doing the MGS4 bit. Just
Oh god, yeah.
If I were a rich man dance. That's what it is.
Oh fuck. Hayato evades and nearly gets killed by a landmine hidden in the ditch. Was that a plot point?
what Was
Sure, whatever.
Emerging from the ditch and then becoming Kamen Rider, he dodges more of Golden Wolfman's projectiles and then faces off against him. The two fight hand to hand and grapple each other, evenly matched.
I do remember that weird moment where he just falls off, like, behind a hill and there's an explosion.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then he just sort of pops up as Kamen.
I guess I mentally attributed that to a chest missile and it was supposed to be a landmine.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who knows?
No, you don't see a missile
Who
coming
knows?
his way. He just kind of jumps down and explodes, and like he's fine.
Look, sometimes you explode, and that's all right.
I just figured he landed really hard.
Yeah, okay.
Hayato's going all Doomslayer as he just weaves through the missiles like it's
He
nothing.
really is.
Just dashing all over the place. Just
Hayato
it's
going
such a good
fucking
fight
sicko
scene.
mode. It's great.
It only
Yeah.
gets better.
Watching these two
I
just
do
grapple
have-
each other and roll around in the dirt.
Oh, it's so good. I do have regrets that in my notes it doesn't read, I'd like to see him wrestle. They're just getting filthy.
Really, yeah.
Tumbling through this hill.
Absolute mud wrestling.
It is just a fucking pile of dirt landscape.
Yep.
There's no color. It is all just brown.
You can tell because it gets all over their suits.
Oh, yeah.
They fucking ruin these suits.
Oh yeah. So, there are definitely some fights in Kamen Rider that feel floaty because they're not actually like punching them.
Not this one.
But this one feels very heavy and intentful with each punch. It's just so good.
Yeah, this fight has great weight to it. It really, like, you know, the hits feel real heavy. I mean, you know, just watching them just kind of like grapple each other and roll down shit is great. Just real two dudes just having it out kind of energy.
Hayato gets pushed down a cliff face.
Yeah, I was actually just about to do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
During their brawl, Golden Wolfman manages to knock Kamen Rider off, and he falls, dangling off a hill. Golden Wolfman tries kicking Kamen Rider in the head and smashing his fingers so he'll fall. Kamen Rider does, but the soft soil slows his descent, and he stops midway up the hill. Golden Wolfman leaps down and wildly starts attacking Kamen Rider, but then Kamen Rider gains the upper hand and starts beating him down, ending it with his signature Rider Punch. Zol goes tumbling down off a cliff, the damage causing his self-destruct device to activate as he explodes. Sure. Kamen Rider stands victorious, finally defeating one of his greatest adversaries.
It's insane. There's a really fun little spot in the fight where they do some like kind of like takeover, like fireman's carry slam kind of move on Zol.
Yeah.
And then he like goes like and flexes, and then it reverses the footage, like he just sort of hoisted himself back over him instead of taking the hit.
It's fucking great. Yeah, this whole fight scene is super dope. It's just real quality stuff, all in all.
Also, we get the console ragdoll too.
Yeah.
As a finish, I'm torn. It is a little bit of an anticlimax.
A little bit.
Because he just kind of Rider punches him and then he turns into a mannequin.
Here's
the cliff.
Yeah.
Here is my issue with it, because while it was nice to see the Rider punch, it was like a flying Rider punch. Like, he jumps and he like flies at him. And so like the posing for the actual punch is kind of weird. And it's like, if he had either just like stayed on the ground and just like did a real hefty like right hook ass Rider punch, or if we had done like the flying Rider punch but with a Rider kick, I think either of those would have felt a little bit better than what we ended up getting.
Yeah, I think this would have benefited like a million times more with the really simple like thing from the Chameleon Man, with the where he just punches the camera and it shatters.
Yeah, when
like,
he Rider chops Chameleon Man,
this-
I was just thinking the same thing. If we
This
just
would have
done
been the
Rider
perfect time for an effect like that, because this is defeating a big enemy. This is a
Yeah.
multi-episode, like half a season enemy.
chop. Yep.
I remember bringing it up just briefly when Colonel Zol was first introduced, but like I want to give them a tiny bit of leeway, given that, to my knowledge, and this is largely due to like I'm not really super familiar with like Ultraman and stuff, Colonel Zol may be like one of the earliest examples of this archetype's introduction
Mhm.
into the genre of the mid-boss who stays around for a whole season.
Yeah.
And there's just weekly enemies that work under him.
Yeah.
But they might not have really worked out that it would feel good to treat him as a special enemy. Because, like, even in Gorenja, which has firmly established that archetype within itself, after, like, I don't know, like a dozen episodes or so, they get it going really quickly, but they build up a little more, but I can't say the fights every single time feel like they're entirely different from the cast taking on just any other monster of the week, and I
Mhm.
can't help but wonder if they kind of approach it with the mindset of, well, it's a fight, why would it be any different?
That's fair. Yeah, I could see them approaching it with that kind of mindset. I will say going into the future, they do a very good job of making sure that, like, the defeat of a mid-season boss carries a lot more weight to it,
Yeah.
as opposed to kind of,
Nice.
you hear early on where it's a little bit hand wavy. I mean, like, obviously there's a lot of, like, dramaticism and theming throughout this whole episode to make it a big deal because we're killing Zol, but, like, the actual defeat of
Christmas.
Zol as well,
Yeah.
like, in a more modern season, they really would have let that linger a little bit.
It's also just kind of a bit of a flop as far as storytelling surrounding the death of Zol goes, because this is a nothing scheme. This
Yeah.
episode is about nothing.
Yeah.
There's no grander stakes that would require killing this mega boss or him to get involved. I don't know why he got involved. Like, there's no fucking reason to do this outside of, I guess he was trying to engineer some kind of wolf apocalypse.
Yeah.
But like, I
pretty
don't
much
know.
That's nothing new.
Those stakes weren't really conveyed, nor were they anywhere close to being fulfilled. So it
Yeah.
was just sort of like this weird anticlimax as far as the character goes, because he became another monster of the week.
Yeah.
And
At the very...
I think I understand why it happened. Just to given certain things about the next episode that might be going on. That maybe from a production standpoint, they saw a chance to soft reboot, or at least, get back to a square one.
Mhm.
We have new threats.
Yeah, very, very fair.
I think
I can appreciate that.
what might have been, and this is just like in hindsight, it wasn't conveyed pretty much at all, but I think an interesting angle to take it would have been, this would have been Colonel Zol's more biggest underlying scheme of, like, here, just infect these people, have them be sleeper agents sort of things. But then since that base has been blown up, the operation destroyed, he says he's thinking like, oh, I have nothing else to live for, so I'm just gonna fight.
Yeah, we're
go
just gonna do
one-on-one,
it.
and if I can't kill the Kamen Rider myself, then I lose, kind of thing.
Yeah, that is definitely something that would have been established in a more modern Kamen
Yeah.
Rider. Like, they would have gotten to a point where it was like we have successfully so when they defeat mid bosses in newer Kamen Riders, they do actually a really good job of, like, making it feel like they are beating the actual main bad guy, only for them to go like, haha, psych, actually there's another bad guy. And so this definitely would have gotten a lot of the prestige and, like, grandioseness that it would have kind of called for, that is missing from this episode. Like, for instance, this definitely wouldn't have just been like a one-off episode in a more modern series. This would have been like 2, maybe even 3 episodes together to combine the story. And yeah, they probably would have done something like that, where, they would have tried to make, like, the Wolfmen as sleeper agents, and then when that didn't work, Colonel Zol would have just called out Kamen Rider in some field and been like, hey, look, you versus me, motherfucker. One of us dies tonight. It's gonna go down.
What would have been cooler would be, like I said in the other episode, like, I would love to see a phase 2 of a Shocker plan.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would have been fucking crazy sick if, like, he was actually starting to pull off the wolf plan, and there was this actually very visible and present threat of an army of
Wolfmen.
dudes
Yeah.
ready to overtake Japan, and this was it for Kamen Rider to. It's do or die. The wolves are coming.
Yeah, I mean, I think really truly the long and skinny of all of our criticism is just that this episode kind of as fun and as great as much dope stuff as there is in this episode, it kind of just needed more stakes to it.
Now, here's
That's all. That would have made the difference, I think.
Yeah.
Even with just doing a rider punch and killing him, the stakes would have made the difference.
You had something to say, Pete?
Oh, I was just going to agree and say it's an episode that I can't say I don't adore, but it is also an episode that lacks substance.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
It's like, yeah, it's a real good episode. It's a real enjoyable episode. I certainly encourage everyone to still go check it out. But yeah, it just doesn't quite have the meat on it that it should.
And you know we want that werewolf meat.
Yeah, you know us. There's one thing about this podcast you gotta know. Love us some
I'm
werewolf
sorry.
meat.
I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize. We've done nothing wrong.
I was gonna say something that would have explained the lack of stakes and build up, but then it's immediately disproven by the end of the episode. Where I was gonna say, what if, they were only originally renewed or they were only originally scheduled for 39 episodes, and this was planned to be the end, but it just kept going. But no, there's a beat to continue. There's a next episode preview.
Yeah.
I just forgot about that. So no.
No, I don't think that was the case. Because if anything, if this was supposed to be the last episode, I feel like it would have been even more grandiose than what we actually got.
Yeah, right. But I theorize that we're going to start maybe making an earnest effort to take steps towards the Shocker leader.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And
they're pulling the trigger on that due to things.
Yeah, things
Yeah.
things that we will get into towards the end of the podcast. But
we got one more scene.
Yeah, we got to finish the episode. So, at Midori Kusa, Christmas snow is falling and the kids are getting presents from Santa, who is actually Tachibana in a Santa suit. The children are singing carols as they sit to eat Christmas dinner, and Kumi asks Misane where Hayato is, as he promised to bring Kamen Rider. Sure enough, the children hear the revving of a motorcycle engine and look outside to see Kamen Rider arrive on his cyclone with a bag full of toys and presents for them. He carries the bag over his shoulder like Santa Claus and enters the room. He greets the children and asks Goro to help him hold the bag. He hands out gifts to the kids and hands a very special one to Kumi, her doll, which he had recovered from the base before it got blown up. Goro checks the bag and says that everybody got their present as the bag is empty. Hayato leaves and goes out into the wintry night on his motorcycle, ever vigilant to protect the world from Shocker, even on Christmas.
365 days a year.
Yep.
It's a really
Christmas.
good
I
episode
love
end.
Kamen Rider giving out the official fucking merchandise.
Hell yeah.
God.
I'm so jealous of that kid, I swear.
Me too.
How can you not
gets-
be?
Yeah, he gets the Kamen Rider doll, baby.
Hell yeah. That kid
All
won.
I got was Starfinger.
Got the fucking stupid give me a hug, cuz.
What am I supposed to do with this shit?
Meanwhile, over in the corner, there's some kid sobbing his eyes out because he got a fucking Cobra Man.
Peeled gorilla.
I want pure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that kid's having a fucking bandit ear. Holy
I
shit, a
as an
peeled gorilla!
I, as an adult, would adore having a peeled gorilla. I as a kid, would probably be really disappointed.
Yeah, for
No,
sure.
you're
As a
right.
child, I would hate having a peeled gorilla. As an
Like,
adult,
what
I'd
the fuck is this?
please, Jesus God, someone get me a peeled gorilla toy.
Yeah,
Please.
if you're listening, send it to me.
Yeah. We'll set up a P.O. box.
I do think I found what looks like, at least more or less image-wise, the Kamen Rider that he was given.
Oh, yeah?
It is slightly different, but it's general. I don't know. It's hard to tell with lighting, but
That's
they're
fair.
they're like the old soft vinyl toys that go for like $200 to $600.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, they're blue Kamen Riders.
They could just be fading.
Yeah, that's well, yeah, one, it could be a little bit fading, but there's other there is a little bit of like inconsistency with the coloring on
Yeah, I've
Kamen
noticed.
Rider.
It's,
Like I've seen some like merchandise of original Kamen Rider where like they're kind of a tealish color instead of the green. So, it's just one of those things. But yeah, I mean, fucking bully for these kids. They had a great Christmas. They got to meet Kamen Rider. Things ended a lot better for them than it did for the fucking Trikabuto kids.
couldn't even get an autograph.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
All
real.
All I got for Christmas was a black eye.
But yeah,
Those
it's
poor kids.
I did write down specifically not even Kamen Rider can skip out on a party on Christmas.
Yeah.
This is the one time. The one time he'll actually stay.
Yep.
I mean,
Well,
this
actually,
is
he
Hayato,
didn't
not
even
Hongo.
stay.
He's a little.
He was there for all
That's
of
fair.
5 minutes. He showed up, handed out presents, and then dipped.
Well, you know
You know,
what?
huh?
That's 100% better than what he's done so far.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
I liked this ending scene also because the concluding moment, the scene we always get at the end of the episode where he rides away on his motorcycle and renews his
Mhm.
pledge or what the fuck ever. Whatever they want to say this time.
Yeah.
It's great. They shot a new one with snow falling around him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was real
so
good.
pretty.
It was delightful. And it's nighttime still. It is literally him fleeing the scene.
Yep. Fleeing the scene of the crime.
It really, really makes me want to have winter again. I miss this smell of like melting snow as I wake up in the morning.
What a very
Also-
specific pull. I don't think I've ever...
Yeah.
What is that
Yeah, I was
like?
gonna say.
It's really good.
Don't know what that tastes like. I I also secondary shout out noticing the fit today.
Oh, yeah?
Goro's Christmas costume.
Yeah, Goro's conductor fit.
Yes.
Little man was looking good, like he always do.
with his white beard and mustache.
Yeah.
And big ol'
He's
eyebrows.
cute.
And I loved watching them take
I
a
like
moment
his
to make
zipper
sure they were
vest.
still on.
Yeah, he
They
was
weren't
like
coming
in the
off.
foreground. He was in the foreground of a shot. And like,
Mhm.
Kamen Rider's handing out presents, but you can very clearly see Goro and he's just acting.
Yep.
He's a natural. The screen loves him.
It's delightful, face acting and such. Physical comedy.
Once again, Goro being a great little actor for us.
God bless you, Goro.
God bless you, Goro.
Also, there's some kid at this party with a frog hat. I love
Fuck
that.
yeah.
That's it.
Fuck yeah, frog
I
hat.
didn't see the frog hat.
I totally missed that.
Where's their frog hat?
I need.
I will share, but in any case.
Yes.
Yeah.
In any case, thank you very much for joining us for this episode. We hope you had a good time. We hope you are as excited for this next episode that's going to come up as we are, because this last episode preview showed us some wonderful things.
I'm so excited.
Insanely excited. So next episode we will be covering episodes 40 and 41, those being Deathmatch, the Monster Snowman versus the two Riders, and the Magma Monster Ghoster, Great Decisive Battle at Sakurajima. Yes, that's right, you heard right, ladies and gentlemen, versus the two Riders. Hongo is coming back.
It's been so
It's
long.
been
And he's
so long.
fighting a Yeti.
He's finally
Which
healed.
I'm excited for.
I am so legitimately happy that Hongo is finally going to be coming back.
I've missed him so
Yeah.
much. His
His-
sad bloodlust.
I need the melodrama back.
Yes.
I need his angst. I need his kills.
I need my moody murderer.
Moody
Still
bird.
got his suits on. Oh,
Looking good as hell.
love it.
Yeah,
I
and
actually-
I need his handsome haircut too.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna
his big
say,
eyebrows.
Oh, the
It's-
hair, the budget. Oh, it's not all taken up by his hair anymore.
It had been so
He looks
long
so good.
since we had seen Hongo. I actually legitimately had forgotten until I saw him in that preview how fucking attractive he is.
He is
Man
a
is
handsome
so
man.
good
Good
looking.
looking. Yeah, I was like, oh
He's
shit,
a
that's why we made all those
dashing
jokes about him
fellow.
being a himbo. This dude's hot.
This is where the 600 IQ came from.
Yeah. Like, oh
There's a
god
reason
damn.
for it.
Like, no offense to Hayato. He's a handsome fella. He's a good looking dude, but damn, Hongo out here getting it. So
They both have very different charms.
Yes,
I
for
gotta
sure.
say. For sure.
for sure. But yeah, please join us for that episode. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Speaking of joining us, we now have a Patreon. Say yay, everybody!
Woo!
Yay, everybody.
That was a woo.
All those jokes that we made have finally come true. Now you can pay us money to do dumbass shit on Patreon. We've got a couple of Patreon goals set up that you can check out. The link to the Patreon will be on our Twitter. So if you just go check out the podcast Twitter, it's on that. Also, we will probably link it now in the descriptions of like the episodes on
Already
various
did.
sites and stuff. Yeah, and of course, there was on the last episode there was a tweet about the Patreon, so you can go try and hunt that down as well. But yeah, please consider supporting us on Patreon. You know, having a little bit of extra income to help make the show would be greatly appreciated. And if you do that, you'll get to get some fun little extra goodies. But until next time, thank you very much for joining us. Apologies for this being a little bit of a longer one, but we hope you had a good time. And remember, if you can't believe in God and you can't believe in Buddha, you can always believe in Kamen Rider.